Enough of me chit-chatting over here.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity
and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought.
Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark? You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
This is a pink podcast.
This is fucked up.
Win by Two, they're actually a podcast out of Philadelphia.
Tune on to Win by Two Radio.
Where's John Di Caprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Karl! He's effectively done in this business. Fun of the podcast, catching people like Dr. Mingo.
So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John Di Caprio is, but...
Take your fucking bra off, Aaron!
Like, let me guess. Does he attack everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks!
Howdy! Wow. That's loud. We're gonna lower and lower. Sorry, I'm working with a new board here. So if it's too loud, bear with me. Bear with me. Hi. Alright, I don't like the audio ducking. Can we take that off? That's just ridiculous. How is everybody? Is today Monday? All right, I think that's better. We're doing it. Hi. Thank you. Yes. I'm a man on a mission here today. Happy Monday. We're going to get into the show in a second. Scoop, scoop, scoop. No. All right, well, whatever. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. We have a show to get into. I'll figure this out later. Just bought a new audio board with sliders and Hopefully it sounds better. If it doesn't, well then, I don't know what to do. But it's a big day here today at the 2. And I just couldn't be any more excited to be sharing this Monday, April 14th, the week of my birth. Very pumped. Because it is, in fact, Aaron Imholtes studio reveal week and day. Yes! Everyone better be excited as fuck today. I mean, seriously, all weekend, since we signed off here on Friday, I haven't been this excited again. I mean, I couldn't tell you when. Probably since, really, probably 2 months ago when the Eagles won the fucking Super Bowl. I mean, let's be real. But besides then, this has been the most excited I've ever been in my life. So shout out. We have studio reveal, studio updates to get into today. If you guys haven't seen Stuto's, is his name Stuto? If not, you should consider a name change. If you haven't seen Steel Toes' new studio, a new era has begun. Let's just leave it there. And I can't wait to show you. The new sign is in full effect. I can't wait to show you how he's displayed this new sign. And if you haven't seen it yet, again, prepare to have your minds fucking blown. New sound drops. Fuck yeah. I mean, I try to keep people on their toes around. You never know where I'm going to show up from or with. It might be a new piece of gear. It might be, something different every day. You never know what you're going to get around here. Anyway, the new studio, again, Aaron he's really done it. So strap the fuck in because the studio reveal is going to be displayed here today. Very excited. Very exciting stuff. I've been literally waiting 3 years. So, that should tell you something. I've been waiting 3 years for this goddamn studio. The new camera has been revealed. And let me just tell you this. I'll let you in on a little secret. The new camera, it's probably one of the best cameras. Seriously, the difference in quality and imaging, processing, probably one of the best cameras around. If I'm being frank, Pellegrino, probably one of the best cameras around. You really could tell the difference, a big visual difference. And now this Steel Toe might be the best show. He might now be the best show just with that new camera alone. So very excited. Very exciting stuff. Get ready. Get excited. Today is a day about being excited about studio reveals. We'll get into that a little bit. I think Melton's on the thumbnail. Oh, him and Moody. You guys see this? Little cat fight this past Friday. Sorry, I'm going to really be laying on that. Now, it says it's an alarm, but I couldn't even tell you what it is. That's what it came loaded into the board as an alarm. I don't know. It's no alarm I've ever heard. The cat fight, Moody and Melton. You guys seen it? These guys were at each other's throats on Friday on this little piggy. For what? I really couldn't tell you. It was so minuscule, the problem to which they were fighting over. I don't even know what it was that they were fighting. I think it was something to which Aaron said. And both Moody and Melton are pretty autistic. And, the fight that ensued, we're going to be watching a lot of on today's show. So I'm very excited. There's so much to do and not enough time to do it. Hopefully everyone's rocking and rolling here on this Monday, April 14th. Like myself here, let me get a quick swig. Hopefully everything is sounding okay. If not, well. Okay. I'm just making sure. Hopefully everything is sounding and looking okay here as we continue on with the program. A couple other things happening this past weekend, or over the weekend, I should say, catching you guys up with the Shulie network. And this is one of the first things we're going to dive into here today. The Shulie network and Karl and everyone else from, some people call them the pedo network. Whatever you want to call them. They were down in Florida at Stevie Tomatoes. Or Louis, I don't even know the place's name. Apparently, Stuttering John was doing comedy, and they were going to bombard Stuttering John. Turns out they were all scared. And their guy that they always make fun of, Stuttering John, for the last 5 or 6 years, however long they've been making fun of him, They had a chance to confront this guy, and reports are now coming out, I've been hearing and seeing, that they actually didn't confront Stuttering John. They were too scared. They sat in their car the entire time, smoking bongs and eating tuna fish sandwiches. So, I mean, I don't know. It just seems pretty lame if you're 50 feet away from your... I mean, you already flew down to Florida. Why wouldn't you just... It makes no fucking sense to me is what I'm trying to get at. But anyway, they did a show, some Dabble Con wrap-up show. And we're going to get in... I mean, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. On full display with Karl, the likes of Karl, Shulie, Zenhauser, Mike Morris. I mean, you know them. You know them, you hate them. Me too. This is why we're here. To spew venomous hate on a daily basis. I mean, I wish I could do it on a daily basis. But, I mean, it really is atrocious. It really is atrocious. And they were posting photos from this past week, and I'm looking at some of them now. Very cute photos of themselves. I mean, like posing for cameras. I mean, these are... Mind you, like 60-year-old grown men doing poses for cameras. So we're going to be taking a look into the Shulie Network and their exciting weekend doing, I mean, I don't know. Their plan was to, I guess, confront Stuttering John live at Stevie Tomatoes. And it turns out they did none of that. They did a few shows for Page. Oh, it was the Kate Meany tapes this past weekend, the big thing that was supposed to come out, and I guess it did. But again, this is something, the Kate Meany tapes that they did at DabbleCon in August. And they did it again. They did it again. They literally did the same thing they did 6 months ago in August. Released tapes from Kate Meany and Stuttering John's conversation. And, you know, the big reveal was that Stuttering John is an old horny man and Kate Meany was seducing him the whole time and she played him and it was a big own. Stuttering John is now officially owned. If he wasn't before the last 5 or 6 years, now he is. He's officially fucking owned because they played these tapes and these tapes are so damning. There's really no coming back from these tapes. If you're Stuttering John, I wouldn't come back at all. And it really is sick because it's like, you know, Stuttering John has left the internet. I'll just say it now, I'm a Stuttering John fan. Not like personally, I'm just a fan of the underdog in a lot of situations, like Opie. I'm a fan of Opie because he's an underdog, or at least now that he is. He might not have always been an underdog, but same thing with Stuttering John. The same thing with Stuttering John. You know, everyone rips on him and rags on him. Look, he might be an arrogant scumbag. I don't know the Stuttering John lore all that well, nor do I honestly give a flying fuck, but when you got the likes, and I've always said this, when you got the likes of Karl and Shulie making fun of this person, I hate Karl and Shulie more than I could ever hate Stuttering John. I've actually chuckled at Stuttering John more than I've ever chuckled at Karl. Or Trucker, what's his name? Trucker Tim? No, that's Teamster Tim. Trucker Andy. You guys know this guy, Trucker Andy? Who is this guy? What is his story? Always on WATP. Giving his 2 cents about what Stuttering John should do or not do. And it's like, who are you? We're good on Trucker Andy's opinion, rest assured. But again, you know, it's a big own. Stuttering John was owned, and we're going to go over that this past weekend. We're going to go over the wrap-up show from the boys. And that's pretty much, let me see, sorry, I had to mute, take a little sip there if you're listening on audio. There's a couple other things we're going to get to as well. Joey C freaking out, and I mean, what else is new? Shocker there. Breaking the law. Bedabbler, Chad Zumock. We're not going to do the whole Chad expose today, but Chad, again, was doing some comedy this past week. And give it up for doing comedy. Shout out to anyone who's doing comedy in 2025. Chad was doing comedy this past weekend in Colorado with, you'll never guess it. You'll never guess it. Nick Swartzen. I know, shocker. Him and Chad, like, you know, never worked together. It's very strange. But we have this picture here. We'll just go to it right at the top. of Chad and Rocco Burger, a.k.a. Bedabbler, a.k.a. Tukey, a.k.a. the only person who has more nicknames than myself. So let's go to that real quick, because I'd like to show you, because it's very interesting. And I guess I never noticed this, and I don't know how I never noticed this. Now look, Chad is a drunken, stumbling buffoon. Very short guy. Again, I'm not the bearer of who is and who isn't short. But Chad is a short guy, nonetheless. He comes in at a resounding 5'6". But what's interesting to me is that you got Bedabbler, who's a guy who, masquerade around, rolls around this universe wearing a mask. And he's a guy who's always made fun of Chad's height as well. And I guess I never noticed this about Bedabbler. But it turns out Bedabbler and Chad are practically the same height. And this is pretty nuts. Here, I'm going to show you here in a second. So Bedabbler goes up to Chad's comedy show. He's very excited. I actually think Bedabbler is a Chad fan undercover. Like, he, actually really unironically likes Chad. Like, he'll actually, before he goes to bed, put on Kmart Ready. Makes himself, a nice bowl of popcorn. And, recites Chad's jokes. As Chad's, delivering the Kmart joke, Bedabbler's, finishing it while he's eating his popcorn. I mean, it's very strange. It's strange because he also makes fun of Chad as well. So to be, an unironic fan of the guy you make fun of, I mean, it is kind of nuts. But here you go. Here's a picture in its entirety. And, Chad's almost the same height, if not a little taller. And again, it's only strange because you got Bedabbler, who constantly makes fun of Chad for being short. And I guess I just never knew it. But Bedabbler, probably is 5'6", 5'7" himself. I heard the other day on the Bedabbler show, he said that he was 5'11". Now, I ain't never seen no 5'11" man this small. I don't know about you guys. This ain't no 5'11". If Bedabbler's 5'11", then I'm 6'5". And that's just not true. So I just thought this was very funny that Bedabbler goes out to watch Chad do comedy, to get some giggles, to get some giggles, to meet Nick Swartzen, to have a powwow. And then they take this picture. You see him. He's got the Zumock Mania shirt on. And I didn't actually realize this, but he looks rough. Very, very rough. Can I zoom here? Can I not zoom? I guess we're not doing any zooms today. I guess we are. I don't know. Here we go. Hold on. Yeah, he looks brutal. He almost looks like a crackhead, this Bedabbler. But yeah, he's excited to meet his hero, Chad. And again, I think, until my mind is changed, or until proven otherwise, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Bedabbler's favorite comedian in 2025 is Chad Zumock. Very insane stuff here. Very insane stuff. When I go out and I'm filming comics, I'm not going to get pictures with them. I'm not doing photo bombs with no comics. I don't even got to be comics, podcasters, or whoever it is I'm going to film, whatever mission I have. I will never be deterred from that mission. I will never start to unironically start to like the guy that that I'm trying to undercoverly film and expose for being not funny. But I guess Bedabbler has fallen into this trap, which is kind of a joke in and of itself. Here's a guy who's makes fun of another guy, and he's watched him so much it's now consumed his identity. Now he's starting to become the number one Chad fucking stan. Could you believe it? If I told you. I know some people are probably saying that's ridiculous. He's just there to goof on Chad. I don't know. I wouldn't make it known that I was there. I would do it a stealth undercover operation. You never know. I wouldn't go up to the guy I was trying to film and take a picture with him. And you see the caption there says, Chad says, "Oh no, it's all fake." Now, what will probably happen, like it does 10 times out of 10, they probably met up here live in person. Everything went well. You know, they're probably huffing each other's farts, laughing it up, having a good time, talking shit about probably some of the others here around this universe. They'll go back on their shows. I mean, and within a week or so, be back to shitting on one another. All the meanwhile trying to suppress their actual true emotions and feelings for one another. And that's actually the emotion and feeling of love. These guys love... No, actually, I don't know if they love each other, but that's very interesting. I just thought it to be... The only reason why I'm showing this, first of all, is because, like I mentioned, I found it like jarring almost. I was going to say shocking. I'll take it one step further and say jarring that Bedabbler is actually almost smaller than Chad. It's funny stuff to me. And it's ironic. So there you have it. That's this past weekend. Chad doing comedy with Swartz and Bedabbler's there to meet his hero. Congratulations, Bedabbler. You did it. Congrats. All right, moving on. Anyway, so a lot of other shit has happened this past weekend, which we're going to get into. It's been a busy weekend, and I don't really want to waste a lot of time here today. I really want to get into this Aaron studio stuff. It's been keeping me up. I don't think I've slept at all. I mean, maybe 2 hours total this weekend. I've been up with anticipation for this big sign reveal, and we saw it some on Friday. Now, granted, we didn't get to see it on a show. Aaron has now displayed the sign on the show. Now, if you remember all last week, he said today was the day. Today was the day. So I need people to keep that in mind. Today was supposed to be the day for the big studio reveal. So we're going to check in on that later. I'm very excited. So I don't really want to waste too much time here today. So we're just going to keep it rocking and rolling here on the show. I want to jump into Joey C. Obviously doing what Joey C likes to do best, and that is break the fucking law. This is courtesy of Doom. If we could share the fucking screen here, I'd love to, and not stall here. This is courtesy of Doom, and Joey C, we've called him out before, and we've called others out before for doing this very thing that we're about to watch Joey do. It's a very dangerous act, and it's the act of not only texting while driving, but streaming. He's taken one step further in streaming while driving. We've seen him do this time and time and time again. Like, we're probably going to watch the death of Joey C live on air. And I feel like not enough people are speaking out against this heinous crime of an act. And if he does, see, actually, you know, what will probably happen is Joey will probably wind up taking like a whole family of 6 out due to his streaming and driving. And it's like, you know, it can't wait, man. It can't wait. All these people that do it. Genos and the Joey C's, the Chads, Ray DeVito even every now and again. It's like, you know, you can't wait until you get fucking home. You know, it's what you have to say is not that fucking important for you to be doing this disgusting thing here. And rest assured, it is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself for doing this. You know, it's much like drinking and driving. People who drink and drive, I mean, it's pretty serious stuff. It's pretty serious stuff. So we can't let, you know, Joey C get away with this. I want to submit this to the Tampa PD and all the other tapes that, you know, he has out there on the net breaking the law. And, you know, we'll go ahead and submit that and see if the Tampa PD can't, you know, take care of Joey and his actions. Because, I mean, the man needs to be stopped. He needs to be criminally charged and stopped and thrown behind bars before it's too late. Before it's too fucking late. All right, so let's go to it. Doom providing us this clip here. Today, Joey C streaming and driving. What else is new? Breaking the law. Let's check it out.
Spider was in the car, I'd be in a good mood. Should I throw Spider out of the car? No. No, I can't do that. Because I'm going to quit. Because you what? Because you treat him I do? I treat him abusively? Is that what he fucking told you?
So Joey gets a chat in from who I don't know, but he's bickering with a chatter. I mean, shocking. What else is new? Again, I mean, by the way, this is the week of Easter. This is the week of people supposed to being, grateful and, rejoicing the birth of our Lord, or not the birth of our Lord, the resurrection of our Lord. I really got to brush up on my Bible studies. We shouldn't be arguing with random people all while streaming and driving. You hear in the background, he gets a chat in from whoever. You hear in the background, Christina Catalano, Christina C, freaking out, losing her. And I would be too. And again, that's what you're doing. You're a selfish individual, Joey C. We watch Gino do the same thing. You're putting the life of your whoever's the passenger in this situation. Gino's situation, it's Keanu, 10 times out of 10, and Joey's situation, it's Mrs. C. You're putting these people's lives in danger. Let's watch it from the top.
Spider was in the car, I'd be in a good mood.
And he just goes on to say, like, he's in a good mood, and that, watch his mood shift. Talk about going 0 to 100 real quick.
Spider out of the car?
No.
No, I can't do that. Because I'm going to quit. Because you what? Because you treat him. I do? I treat him abusively? Is that what he fucking told you? You piece of shit? I treat him abusively? That motherfucker went off in my car, screaming at me like a psycho. Well, fucking stick up for that piece.
And it's, again, it's one thing to stream and drive. It's a whole nother ball game when your eyes aren't even on the fucking road to begin with. Can these people put their cameras in front of them so their eyes could be forward? I mean, this is pretty serious. I don't know. It might be all goofs. It might be all, oh, look at Joey C. He's going to have a heart attack. And that's all fine and good too. But the man isn't even staring at the road. He's on a highway here. I mean, look, I could just scroll any part in this video and his eyes are locked in to this phone. We'll watch it from the top.
Spider was in the car, I'd be in a good mood. Should I throw Spider out of the car?
No.
No, I can't do that. Because I'm going to quit. Because you what? Because you treat him. I do? I treat him abusively? Is that what he fucking told you? You piece of shit? I treat him abusively? That motherfucker went off in my car, screaming at me like a psycho. Well, fucking stick up for that piece of shit, okay?
Babe.
So fuck him and you.
Oh my God.
She's going, babe, oh my God. She's got her hands over her face. She's sweating profusely. I mean, it's a horror scene in that car. I mean, she's scared out of a fucking, and rightfully so. First of all, what are you doing in a car with Joey C? Second of all, in all seriousness, I would be frightened here. Frightened. Joey C is a selfish individual. Look at this. I mean, the man is driving, and he's face to face with his camera. He's getting in an argument with basically his phone. This guy's almost 60, old enough to be many people's grandfathers. And this is how you act? I mean, again, I imagine if my grandfather acted in such a manner while I was in the car. I would immediately ask him to pull over. I'll just Uber the rest of it. I'll meet you wherever we got to go. I mean, nothing is this worth it. Even if the guy super chatted you, I'd be like, all right, listen, man, First of all, I wouldn't even be streaming and driving. So, that's a whole other thing.
My car, screaming at me like a psycho. Well, fucking stick up for that piece of shit, okay?
Babe.
So fuck him and you.
Oh my God.
Know what you're fucking talking about. You come after me with shit. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family.
Let's watch Joey C try to say the word disrespecting.
He was fucking disrespecting me and my...
I don't even know what that word was supposed... it was supposed to be disrespecting, but...
Come after me with shit. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family.
Disapecking, he says. Disapecking.
Me with shit. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family.
Disapecking.
After all, I fucking disrespecting me and my family. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family. After all I fucking did for him.
What family? What family? You ain't got no family. All these guys are family men. It's like you never see them with their family. They're always on YouTube streaming. Aaron Imholtes, another guy. Me and my kids and my family and my wife. You ain't got no family. Your family hates you. Your family despises you. That's why your daughter, Joey C., tried to shank you like 97 times once. I mean, what? Your family hates your guts, bro. Your family actually hates you. My family. And these people hate their, let's not get it twisted. They hate their fucking families too. Because they only use their fucking families when it's convenient for them. My family, you disaffected my family. Fuck your family.
Fucking talk about you come after me with shit. He was fucking disrespecting me and my family.
Okay.
After all I fucking did for him. So there's your answer, Kuna. You're fucking gone. Blue takes over tomorrow.
Texan and driving, menace to society, law-breaking, criminal himself, Joey C. You disaffected me and my family. I need that as like a song. That could be a song. You disaffected me and my family. Disaffected me and my family. That's a hook right there. Anywho. It just, it really grinds my gears the wrong way when you see people. Again, it's one thing to be streaming and driving, but when you're not even staring at the road, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? All right, I want to get into a little bit from this past weekend here. Catch up with some here in the chat. The kids! Shout out to Stabby C. What a little... she's a national treasure, for being real. They're going to troll him into a car accident. I hope. Is that bad to hope for? Can we hope that somebody trolls him into wrapping his tree around a car? Is it illegal to do that? Is it wrong to do? Maybe it's wrong to do that. Is it wrong to hope for things? It's only wrong when you act the things you hope out. You never want to be acting some of this stuff out. Just hope for it. Just hope and wish, when it's your birthday and you're blowing out your candles or whenever it is, a shooting star, 11/11, whenever you make a wish, if you make a wish. Make some of these wishes. It's not wrong to wish. Imagine. I'm not the one texting and driving. It's inevitable. Your fate is inevitable. You keep this behavior up. You sad old man. Let's see. What else we got here? Have we learned nothing from Felicia? No, we have not. We have not, unfortunately so. And it's going to take something even more. And even when that happens, nothing's going to change. These people, and that's just, humans in general are flawed. And, they think it won't happen to them until it happens to them. And then it's too late and they're fucking, pissing into a bag and eating out of a fucking, straw. Eating applesauce out of a straw. I'm good, man. I enjoy my steak. I enjoy my chicken. I enjoy pissing in a toilet. That's just a fucking fact. I enjoy my legs and my back and the way things operate and move. I don't want to be confined to a bed. Eating vanilla pudding for the rest of my life. What kind of fucking sad jamoke would I be at that point, trying to do a live stream? And imagine me showing up doing a live stream from a bed, eating vanilla pudding? No! It would not, it would just be embarrassing. I'd probably still do it, but it would be embarrassing. And that's a fortunate situation. Where's Felicia? Felicia got in that accident and she went fucking rogue. She's gone. And maybe that's the best thing for her. Maybe that was the best thing for her. I guess time will tell. Let me see who else is saying what here. How tall is Brennan? Says Noga. Brennan, I'd say Brennan is a modest 6'2". Maybe, give or take, an inch. Our last president, says POTUS Felonious. What, Joe Biden? What about Joseph? That's my no-go right there. Send him to prison in El Salvador. I mean, I agree with that. 1,000. Send him to prison in El Salvador. Don't even, give him a nice, cushy Florida prison. Send him right to Alcatraz. Why stop at El Salvador? Why stop at El Salvador? Send him to the Gulag in Russia, for all I give a fuck. Joey C. I mean, seriously, Joey C. is one of these people who actually, physically makes me sick. Sitting there yelling like, any of that even, oh, you're some scary guy. There's a clip of Joey C floating around of him, threatening to dox all these people. His retaliation, see, the thing with Joey C, he fights fucking dirty. You make fun of Joey C, you make a couple videos about Joey C and how's he handle it, and he can't talk shit back. He either snaps like a buffoon, which is what we want, and then he resorts right to doxing. And doing, what's it called? Background checks on individuals. I mean, imagine getting so stirred up, getting so riled up, you have to do a background check on somebody. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? Somebody makes a joke on your behalf, and the next thing you do is you're on backgroundcheck.com. I mean, you're insane. You're insane. And that's actually happened. Rest assured. It's fucking disgusting. Anyway, let's go over to this past weekend with the Shulie Network. Again, these guys have owned, they've seemed to own Stuttering John. I mean, these guys, it really is brilliant what they're doing over there. I mean, seriously, crushing it. This is an op-ed. See, Muttering Jay, he's doing op-ed. This might be one of the best reporters we got here in this universe. I mean, op-ed after op-ed after op-ed. I mean, he's doing 9 of these op-eds a day. It really is impressive stuff. I can only imagine the amount of espresso and Adderall this Muttering Jay is taking to write all these op-eds out on Twitter. It's incredible stuff, Muttering Jay. Keep on doing it. Muttering Jay's op-ed this past weekend goes as follows. Op-ed, did Stuttering John really win? When you see this collection of losers, and believe me, I mean, that's putting it lightly, Muttering Jay, goes on to tag him, Shalom Shulie. Michael Morris says, the Zen comic, who are these pods, and the Uncle Rico Show gang, who all have enjoyed time with the federally convicted pedo. That's true, by the way. These guys all used to hang out and talk to and rub elbows with a convicted pedophile. I mean, that's a fact. I mean, let's not forget that. These guys all used to rub elbows and vouch for a convicted pedophile. They let a convicted pedophile actually run a few of their live events and live streams. Sell their merch, talk to their fans. I mean, I love how they just sweep it right under the rug as if it never happens. And, when it came out, Shulie thought it would, it tried to lay on the sword. I mean, motherfucker, spare me. You knew the entire time. It wasn't only until the motherfucker got caught when you started to act all concerned and whatnot. I mean, again, talk about the people who sicken me. I think that's a common theme here on today's show. Who sickens me the most out of all these? Well, I was going to say something there, but I refrained. It's Easter week. The Lord is dying for our sins. The least I could do is not call people faggots. Anyway, you have to ask yourself, did Stuttering John win? It's a valid question. Let's take a look at the pic here again. I love a good photo bomb. Hey, guys, let's get into a group and take a pic. Say cheese. Well, this one's actually even better because you got some people acting like the camera's not even there. Oh, let's act cool. Shulie's acting cool. Mind you, most people here are wearing short sleeve shirts. They're in Florida. Shulie's got, for some odd reason, a jacket on. I mean, he looks cold. Are you cold, Shulie? What a guy. You got Karl in the background of this picture, Jenny Jangles, a bunch of the audience. You got Vinny Paulino. I mean, between Vinny Paulino and Anthony Zenhauser, I mean, these people, they get credit for losing weight. And again, they stand up and their gut hangs over their knees. And it's like, have you guys actually lost weight, or were you just saying things? Because anyone could say things, you know? But is it actually happening? The answer is no. You got Vinny Paulino in the back. You got Mike Morris. You got Zen over here. Oh, look at Zen. You got producer Phil Russo. This guy's a menace to society. Oh, look, they got a picture of Jared Fogle. Now, isn't that ironic? A picture of Jared Fogle. Why? Because he's a pedophile as well? Pedophiles of a feather flock together? I mean, you know, it's just insane. Why the picture? Why the cutout of Jared Fogle? What's with the pic? Is it like an own on Jared Fogle? I mean, I don't know the joke here. Or is that like, you know, do you guys worship this guy? Is he your cult leader? NJ Ranger member for 8 months. Comes on to say, Chad thinks he's miles above Joey C, but they both say, use your real name and pick so I can dox you. Yeah, they always say that. Oh, you have an anonymous name on YouTube. I don't like anonymous twats. Use your real name. If you use your real name, then I'll come after you. It's like, again, well, no, we're not using our real names. Well, I mean, I use my real name, but chatters, I'm saying. It's like, because we're not using our real names because we don't want to be doxxed. We don't want to be harassed. I mean, it's a joke. Mind you, these people are supposed to be the entertainer. Again, I couldn't imagine. Like, imagine booing, going to a concert, name a concert, a Weezer concert. Shout out to Weezer. Go to a Weezer concert, you boo them a little bit, maybe. You give them shit, you talk shit. They didn't perform Buddy Holly the right way. They performed it slower or out of time or it wasn't in the right key. So you say, boo, fuck you, you suck. They get your real name, and then you got Rivers Cuomo doxing you the next day. I mean, you would just be like, what? Like, how did that happen? My point is, it's like they're the entertainers. You're supposed to be able to accept the criticism. It works both ways, the good and the bad. These people just want the good. They want to exist. They want to solely exist, basically, in an echo chamber. Is what they're trying to accomplish here. Anyway, they want to dox you. NJ Ranger goes on to say, "I won't." And as a non-felon, I could legally own a gun. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? You don't break the law. You could own as many firearms as you want. I don't want to piss off NJ Ranger. That's all I know. Thank you for the 8 months. We salute you over here. NJ. New sound drops. I'm working them in. Bear with me. I still don't get why we have the Jared Fogle cutout here. But anyway, this is the big group photo from this past weekend from the gentlemen over at the Shulie Network and WATP. Again, they're probably at some Red Lobster, or maybe this was Vinny Tomatoes or Stevie Tomatoes. It's all the same thing, if you ask me. Anyway, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. We have more pictures. I mean, I bet you couldn't guess. We have so many photo bombs this past weekend from the guys here over at the Shulie Network. If we could share this screen, I think these set of pictures are actually worse than the one we just looked at. But let's check it out. The Shulie Network post. This is a post on their direct YouTube. So this isn't an op-ed from Muttering Jay. But here we go. The Shulie Network meet and greet. I mean, imagine being one of... Now, look, you might be amongst us here today. This show, my show, probably isn't for you. Then, if you're one of these people who, like, do meet and greets with the Shulie... It's one thing to do a meet and greet. Some of the people, whatever, I can understand. But to do a meet and greet with the Shulie Network and basically co-conspirators. I mean, people who are complicit when it comes to pedophilia. Is that not what this is? Is that not what they are? Complicit. You never want to be called complicit in anything, by the way. Just that's a general good rule of thumb to follow. You never want to be lumped in and called complicit. Typically, you want to steer clear of that. But anyway, meet and greet at Stevie Tomatoes in Cape Coral. Here you got producer Phil. Again, Shulie off to the left. Looking, short. Again, Shulie, if Shulie stood next to Chad Zumock, Chad would look like Yao Ming compared to Shulie. Shulie, he's a tiny guy. He's a tiny fucking chap. That's actually kind of insane. There he's again, Mike Morse, producer Phil Russo, looking all methed out. And Shulie, again, looking like shit and short. And then here we got the Shulie eating a pizza. These are the photos they're posting on their YouTube. As if it's some epic photo shoot. This is what we get here. Fun time at Stevie Tomatoes. You just scroll in the back here, and there's like 4 people watching like the Orlando Magic game or the Rays game. They don't give a shit about any of this Stuttering John shit. Did they rent the bar out themselves, or is this like an open bar that random patrons were just stumbling into observing Stuttering John material? Because if that is the case, it's pretty sketchy. It looks jam-packed. Seriously. It looks like a hell of a time. There's so many open seats here. Awesome stuff. They got golf on in the background. That's dope stuff there, fellas. Anyway, so that's the little pictures. We'll get into their after show or their wrap-up show from this past weekend. The Kate Meany tapes, the Kate Files, round 2, they're selling it as, or they sold it as. They got everyone to fly down to Florida to release these tapes. They couldn't wait till August, they say, because the information was too damning, was too pressing. Now, when I hear the words too damning or the information had to get out, we couldn't wait until August. Like, you would think Stuttering John was like, harvesting little children's organs, or he was like, collecting people's scalps, or he was, just a terrorist, trying to blow up the next building. He was trying to do the next 9/11. Like, that to me is damning. That to me is pressing. That to me is an emergency episode worthy, right? But when it's the same thing, when it's been the same thing since August of last year about how Stuttering John is an old, horny man, again, shocker. The man's like 67. He's probably, slamming down 6 Red Bull, bunch of fucking, what's Stuttering John drink? Miller Light? I don't know what beer Stuttering John drinks. Choking down Viagra, Cialis, doing it all. The man's probably ready to go because he don't have that much time left. I could, there's something about that that's disgusting, but I can understand it. If you're at that age and you got one foot out the door, you have possible cirrhosis of the liver. One could understand that. But I just thought it to be interesting, though, because they were in the same place, I guess, as where Stuttering John, I guess, was performing at the Stevie Tomatoes. And this was from Cardiff Electric. Now, I don't typically like to source anything from a cartoon character around this universe or, particularly Cardiff and some of these other people. But I did find it interesting. And if it is true, if it all is true and it's not a goof or a bit, the Shulie Network are bigger bitches than I originally anticipated. It goes on to say Cardiff Electric. We're not going to share the screen for this one. I'll just read you the tweet. It's on Cardiff Electric's Twitter account or X account, so go check it out. This is from Cardiff. I called Stevie Tomatoes, and here's the official statement, quote unquote. Nobody from Stevie Tomatoes asked Shalom Shulie to wait outside until Stuttering John left, end quote. My sources confirmed John only left early to do a radio interview that Who Are These Podcasts will be playing on today's WATP. This was the original tweet from Cardiff. Says, breaking news from a very reliable source. Shalom Shulie was hiding in his car, waiting for Stuttering John to leave Stevie Tomatoes. He dodged Mumble Mouth like he dodged the Bagel Boss, talking about Shulie. Can't wait to see how he explains this on, that's what they called this event, the Dabble House. Very gay. Allegedly, who are these podcasts? They were also in the passenger seat with a security guard, or of a security guard's car. So Karl was sitting in a car, I guess allegedly, and with the security guard, and Shulie was in his tomato, I guess, smoking weed. Very interesting. So there's text messages to go along with this. We'll just read you a little bit of this. From, I guess this is from Cardiff. He's asking somebody here what happened at Stevie Tomatoes last night. Did John leave before Shulie and Karl, before they got there? To which the person responds, I got there early, and John was in there for a while. I went out for a smoke, and Shulie was out in his car. He seemed like he was hiding, and I went up to him and told him John was inside. And he said the owner asked if he could wait until John leaves to come in. So the owner asked Shulie to wait until John left, until Shulie was able to enter the building. Cardiff there goes on to say, for real, he was hiding outside when John was there. Was Karl there? So the person says, like a bitch, and Karl arrived after. And then Cardiff goes on to laugh. No pictures. It goes on to say no pictures. What do you mean? So basically, it just sounds to me, like these people did not want to approach John whatsoever. Or maybe they weren't even unable to. But again, if I'm all the way down in Florida and let's say Aaron was at, Olive Garden and I knew Aaron was there, nothing's going to stop. I'm going to wear a disguise. I'm going to send people, undercover agents, to go in and, so I would have figured out a fucking way. I'm not going to go all the way to Florida or Minnesota and not get what I actually want. Very weak stuff here. Very weak stuff from the guys over at the Shulie Network. So let's actually get into the clip of the wrap-up show from this past week, the Dabble House wrap-up show. And this is, really some bad podcasting we're about to display here on the full screen. So if we could share the screen, please. Thank you. Boop. All right, here we go. This is Dabble House wrap-up show. We got Karl here. We got Shulie. Again, Trucker Andy and Anthony Zenhauser. Watch this shit show on display. They're going to tell us about their time at Stevie Tomatoes and the Kate Meany tapes.
It's a wrap-up show for...
All right, so Karl, first thing I notice is Karl's wearing the same exact button-up shirt that he wore at Hackamania. So this is like Karl's big event shirt. It's his good luck live performance shirt. And you got Anthony Zenhauser over to the right, far right. Has a doll of some sort, some sort of stuffed animal. And you got Shulie over here to the left. You got Trucker Andy over here to the right. Let's keep listening.
For Dabble House, we got the crew still here running on fumes. What a weekend this has been. Holy shit, those tapes did not disappoint.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed them. They were, it was tough sitting on all that for so long.
I know.
And not even saying anything on the shows about it.
Well, every now and again, you and I would have conversations. You'd be like, oh, Karl, wait till you hear Kay say blah, 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 blah. And then I got to hear it finally for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Yeah.
Because actually, Kate did the perfect job on this. She just let John go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so great to be here.
Great job, Kate.
I appreciate it. You guys are going to really compensate me for this, right?
I'm grooming Kate. I need to this is
Okay, so these are the bits. These are the type of bits. This is the sort of thing that these guys are into, doing weird puppet stuff. I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what they're going for. They're trying to incorporate puppets into their already abysmal podcast. But the boys, to their credit, I will have to say, to Shulie and Karl and Trucker Andy's credit, They don't even miss a beat. Again, if I'm in this room, if I'm doing this show right now, say I'm on this panel, and the Zenhauser decides to do this.
Compensate me for this, right?
I'm grooming Kate. I need to like. This is
To their credit, I mean, that's a pretty good fake laugh. Good job, boys. Way to not break character of being completely and utterly cringe.
Grooming Kate. I need to like.
First of all, it's not even funny. Trucker Andy is petting this doll's head, which in turn is Anthony Zenhauser's hand. So Trucker Andy is petting Anthony Zenhauser's hand while he's talking in this weird, what he thinks is a, I guess, girl voice. He's channeling his inner bitch. And Karl and Shulie, I mean, they have to fill the room with laughter. They can't let one of their guys do something that resembles a bit and not laugh. It would be cruel, I guess, is what they think. So they have to overcompensate and do this fake, disgusting laugh. Again, I'd rather hear... It's very disingenuous to fake laugh. I'll tell you why. I'd rather hear silence. And that lets me know, as somebody who tries to do bits, right? All I do is bits, according to Steve, or Garrett, or both of them. Steve and Garrett from Compound Media. I'd like to hear silence to know whether or not I'm doing a good job at said bit. If everyone's just going to fake laugh at me, how would you ever grow as a bit guy or gal or they, them? You wouldn't. You continue to do shit like this and have your hand pet it live on air for everyone to watch. This thing's going to get, insane. You notice their background is bugs? I guess it's another own on Stuttering John because maybe he has bugs or something. That creeps me the fuck out as a viewer. That creeps me the fuck out. I don't want to see bugs crawling on my screen. And again, I have to also reiterate something here that I completely missed on. During this whole Dabble House wrap up and Dabble House welcoming, that took place Friday at 4 o'clock. To which the boys, Karl and Shulie and the rest of the gang, did point Dabble Point the same time as this little Piggy. Karl was not on this past week's This Little Piggy, which some could argue was the biggest week of Steel Toe since all of the arrest shit went down last summer. Karl skipped out on his show. It's Karl's show just as much as it is Melton's show, just as much as it is Tukey's, just as much as it is Moody's. Karl said, "Nuh-uh, no thanks. I'd rather hear the Stuttering John tapes, the Kate Meany files, for the second time." Karl is a snake at the end of the day. And he has this weird loyalty to Shulie. And Melton and Shulie don't like each other that much. And Karl pretty much showed his true colors to Melton this past week. Don't let that for a second. Melton's going to talk about it on This Little Piggy. Don't think for a second that doesn't bother a guy like Melton. He might say it doesn't bother him and Karl could do whatever he wants and blah, 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 blah. But the fact that think about it this way, Melton, he chose Shulie over you. How does that make you feel, big guy? A guy who thinks it's a good idea to put bugs on the screen. He'd rather be with the bug guy. And other guys who like to pet other guys' hands. This is what we're doing here. Again, Aaron last week, was in court, pleaded down, another wing for the toe, the $50, the new studio. Karl's like, I want to hear about Stuttering John one more time.
Me for this, right?
I'm grooming Kate. I need to like. This is
funny, Andy.
Yeah. I thought Kate did an exceptional job. Put in a lot of hours doing it and came away with some excellent content. And really, hopefully, John has learned his lesson this time.
Yeah. He's definitely learned something from
this. Fool me thrice, DabbleCon 4.
Right.
I promise there will not be a DabbleCon 4 Season 3 of tapes Unless I call him again.
Well, again, let's just remind everybody, Kate had moved on. She was done. The tapes were done. She wasn't talking to John anymore. John contacted family, tweeted, just did every shitty thing in the book, and then calls her out of the blue one day.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you John's side of this story?
Sure.
No, you can't. Let's go to 825. This is where Zenhauser, I think, says the word negging and like catches himself because he thinks it sounds like another word that's edgy. Just watch this. I mean, this is the brilliance of Anthony Zenhauser. I need people to see this.
And then there's another time when he's pathetic and everyone's beating him up and he's a sad sack and feels sorry for him. Couldn't figure out what angle to take.
Right. Or he was like doing the negging. I said negging on YouTube. He talked.
So he's talking about something with Stuttering John. He goes, yeah, when he was negging, I said negging, YouTube. Huh? Negging? I mean, what?
Or he was like doing the negging. I said negging on YouTube.
It's YouTube. Is negging? Guys, maybe I'm confused here. Maybe I didn't get the memo. Is negging now like some sort of edgy word? Negging. Is that like somehow, is that going to get me kicked off of YouTube for saying the word negging?
Right. Or he was like doing the negging. I said negging on YouTube. He talked
Missy
about
B
her,
laughed. It was negging.
Thank you. Her big chin with pimples on.
Missy B laughed. It was negging. Somebody always has to laugh. Somebody always has to fill the dead air.
He talked
Missy
about
B
her.
laughed. It was negging. Feel sorry for him. And he's pathetic and everyone's beating him up and he's a sad sack and feel sorry for him. Couldn't figure out what angle to take.
Right. Or he was like doing the negging. I said negging on YouTube. He talked
Missy
about
B
her,
laughed. It was negging.
Thank you. Her big chin with pimples on it.
Oh, yeah.
Putting her on a website where they would.
Okay, so negging. Anthony Zenhauser's just making sure, against YouTube, say it's all above board. Negging. I'm going to have to check with YouTube after the show. I'll email YouTube support and make sure we could all say the words negging moving forward. I just thought that to be insane. He's like checking in to make sure, like, okay, am I edgy enough? I'm saying negging. I know it kind of sounds like a word that's edgy, but what? 11:20. Let's see. Debate. Let's just go to it. 11:20. I'm not going to even set these up. We'll just watch it in live time. 11:20. There's going to be a debate happening about Kate Meany.
That's squash. Because
now, mind you, before Kate Meany was of use to these jabronis, these nerds, these fanooks, for lack of a better term, before she was of use to them, go back and watch the tape. All of them. I've covered some of them. Most of them. Kate Meany's a bitch. She's a dumbass. She doesn't know how to do this. She stinks. She hasn't found her voice. She's a dumb whore. She's a this. She's a that. These people couldn't stand, and I'd almost venture to guess they still can't stand Kate Meany, because how could you? Because she is all those things. But because she could, get in with Stuttering John and retrieve these phone calls for you, now she's, well, what they're about to say. Listen to this.
her deciding to do that is legendary.
And we're talking content in the Dabbleverse.
Hall of Fame.
Nobody's touching Kate.
Right.
We're talking about content in the Dabbleverse, and then you hear Karl say, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of fucking Famer. Negging. Kate Meany, in Karl's words, is a Hall of Famer. In what world? I mean, I don't know. You record a couple phone calls of Stuttering John, and you're a Hall of Famer. Okay, when I think of Hall of Famer, I think of the great Mike Schmidt. I think of Nolan Ryan. You know? I think of Joey Montana. I think of Michael Jordan. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. You know, when I think of Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, John Elway, Steve Young. There's no point. Kate Meany could have gotten Stuttering John's colonoscopy video back from the doctor. And there would be no way in hell, anybody, it's not even just Kate Meany, they would never be considered I mean, that's just disrespectful to Hall of Famers, really. Hall of Famer. This is their word choice here. This is Karl's word choice here.
That's
They have such a hard-on for Stuttering John. They're willing to put Kate Meany in the HOF category.
Because her deciding to do that is legendary.
And we're talking content in the Dabbleverse.
Hall of Fame.
Nobody's touching Kate.
Right.
I mean, there will be a time when we have to decide who are the Hall of Famers. I don't know if she's first ballot.
Dabbler of the year.
Oh, it could be Dabbler of the year for sure.
Dabbler of the year. Oh, you can be Dabbler. Oh. I mean, calm down, fellas, please. Jeff Closer coming in for $2. Kudos to Webby 2 Radio. Says, any selfies with Shulie from the Tiff's assault? Unfortunately, I was savagely assaulted before I could get any photos. You know, it's still funny. I mean, I told that story a million times. I'll tell it 1,000,001, though. Briefly. The Cliff Notes version of it, anyway. I had spy glasses to actually capture that footage. And I had the spy glasses with me. They were ready to go. I had, learned how to use them. I mean, in 48 hours, so it was all ready to go. I take my phone out simply to watch the Packers-Cowboys game, watching Dallas at the time getting smoked, getting spanked. I hate Dallas. I'm a big Birds fan. Go Birds. Super Bowl champs. And that's what they get me on. It's like, motherfucker, you guys are so... you're really idiotic. Thank you, Jeff, for the 2. Kudos to me. Kudos to you. Kate Meany. This is the great debate of 2025. Is Kate Meany a Dabbler of the Year? Is she a Hall of Famer? Well, you decide.
For sure, yes.
I think you start making that statue in front of the goddamn.
See, I see
Dabbler
Kate more
Hall of Fame.
like Jesus Christ who died for our sins. And
Yes.
she's the one who she was on the cross for everybody here.
Right.
She sacrificed herself to make our lives better.
She did. Her whole family got involved in this shit because of this fucking idiot, and she
got nailed, all right.
She did, and she did it again. And she
got nailed, all right.
She did, and she did it again.
She
Good
got
for her.
nailed. Well, Karl, so look how proud he is of this joke.
She got nailed, all right.
She did, and she did it again. Good for her.
We do have a couple chats.
Sure.
Who? Where?
All right, 1243. Zen's weird clap. Okay, I think they're going to go to some super chats here. And Zen's going to do an awkward clap. For what reason, I don't know. Let's watch.
Process. You can go back and watch it on demand.
Okay, so somebody comes in and says, they love the show. Thanks for the show. Kate Meany, it's legendary, blah, 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 blah. Watch Zenhauser do this.
And everyone who purchased it at dabblecon.live has access to it. And anyone who wants to purchase it still can. It's available for you. All the shows.
Love the shows this weekend. Kate Meany is my...
I mean, Karl was going on to tell everyone how you can and cannot purchase the Dabble House wrap-ups and all the content you got from this past weekend. Courtesy of a chatter coming in because they love the show. STD. I'm not even going to be bothered to read the rest of that name. And Zen lets off a nice clap. He couldn't contain his energy, so he's clapping.
It's available for you. All the shows.
I'm the only one who's clapping.
Love the shows this weekend. Kate Meany is my hero. Do you think STD...
I just thought that was, funny. Zen is an out-of-it boob. Claps at things that don't need to be clapped at. 2140, Karl gets loud, no one laughs. Okay, let's see this. I always love a Karl loud moment at 2140. Here we go. Karl, what do you got for us here, bud? Check it out.
You bang LA hotties and mobile.
Oh, God, yeah.
What a
$2
great...
million mobile.
The last girl that John had sex with, he had sex with her in her mobile home. And when Kate laughed at that, he goes, "It's $1 million mobile home in the Palisades."
So funny. Remind me after...
So funny. go back.
$1 million mobile home in the Palisades.
So he's doing his best Stuttering John impression, trying to channel his best impression of Stuttering John. And nobody laughs.
Mobile home.
Crickets.
And when Kate laughed at that, he goes, "It's $1 million mobile home in the Palisades."
So funny.
No, it is. Funny shit. Funny fucking shit, Karl.
That he goes, "It's $1 million mobile home in the Palisades."
So funny.
Is it, Shulie? Is it so funny? Couldn't fake smile there. That's how you know a joke is really awful. Again, when the kings of fake laughing can't muster up the strength to fake laugh for their boy.
At that, he goes, "It's $1 million mobile home in the Palisades."
So funny. Remind me after we're off the air to show you the picture of that broad. I don't want to put it on. I don't want to put it on there out of respect to her, but
sounds good.
It looks like she should be laid in a coffin. It's the craziest thing ever.
I'm sure it's is it the craziest thing ever? Like it's the craziest thing ever? I watched Ozzy Osbourne, not personally, bite the head off a bat. I'm pretty sure that was fucking crazier. Not some chick who's, standing drinking Nesquik with a Stuttering John poster up in the background. I mean, let's be real. Let's be fucking real. All right, we have a few more 25. Oh, the actual Melton here. Now that I guess it might have been. Because I believe this was Saturday night. This wrap-up show. So this might have been the real Melton. Melton chats in at 2548. Okay, let's check this out. 2548 here. What does he say? You may ask. Well, let's find out.
Talk her into at
or
least...
creep.
I'm sorry, 2518. 25. Here it is, yep.
See, asshole.
Nobody likes onions. Congrats on the great weekend, fellas. Dabble House gave me a great idea for another Steel Toe spinoff. Piggy Pad coming soon.
I'm in. Let's go. I got fired from this little piggy yesterday because I wasn't there, but maybe they'll have me back for that.
I like it.
Hackmania.com. Promo code WATP.
Yeah.
Oh, Karl goes into a nervous plug. Now, according to Karl, he's been fired off of this little pig. I don't think that's actually the case. But Melton chimes in and says he has a brilliant idea for this little piggy. It's called Piggy Pad. I mean, Melton's upset. I'm telling you, Melton's upset that Karl chose Shulie and Kate Meany and Stuttering John over, again, arguably one of the biggest weeks of Steel Toe ever.
Another Steel Toe spinoff. Piggy Pad coming soon.
I'm in. Let's go. I got fired from this little piggy yesterday because I wasn't there, but maybe they'll have me back for that.
I like it.
Hackmania.com. Promo code WATP.
Yeah, or promo code. Oh, no, fuck him. Promo code WATP. Fuck you.
Oh, so he was going to use Cardiff. Now, this is interesting, too, because I forgot. This is another big reason, the whole Cardiff thing. Now, look, this all could be a one giant work, but basically Cardiff and Shulie had one, I guess, big falling out this past week. Cardiff delivered Shulie and the gang over the Shulie network, and this is why Shulie is, a snake, and he will always be a snake, has always been a snake, and will continue to be a snake. He was handed, pretty much a gift from a potato, a spud, in the form of Stuttering John's, body cam footage when Stuttering John was pulled over back in October or November. Cardiff got it, sent it to Point and Shulie. And Cardiff was pissed because, according to Cardiff, Shulie didn't even invite Cardiff on. So now Cardiff, I guess, is on a rampage trying to go after. Now, I don't know. Again, all these guys, they like to act like they're mad at each other. And then, like, next week, it'll be some big giant work, some big giant gotcha. We're all just goofing. We're actually all still friends. No need to fear. This was all big goof. The audience, we got you again. You fucking idiots. So I'm not completely sold on the fact, but if it is true, it does highlight it. Like it wouldn't shock me because that's what like a Shulie thing. Like that's what he would do. So it's just something to keep an eye on moving forward. Anyway, let's go to 3755. Karl's going to express that the live show, I think it was they did some video movie awards that the audience put together, some movies on their own time, and they went to go present this award ceremony, and the audio was shit. Now, it's funny, though, because these guys have, like, there's like 20 guys. There's like 17 producers. And some reason, somehow, there's echo. All their audio, you know, all the times I've been to a Shulie production, the audio was trash. I mean, again, I broke that in Pottstown when I completely scooped everyone and filmed everybody set there. And I watched the disastrous open that was the Pottstown debacle. I mean, you couldn't even hear people. Again, go back. You can watch the archives if you don't know to catch up. I'm not going to sit here and catch you up. But, I mean, it was a disaster. And it seems, again, these people, I guess they just don't learn from their mistakes. And Lucy Tightbox, a.k.a. Kaylee, has now joined the desk as well. We're going to get into her as coming up here in a little bit. Let's go to 3755, though, where Karl is going to express some frustration of how there was some echo and how he had to repatch the audio from the event. Let's listen.
Go ahead there. Real BK. Okay, fellas, I'm in. I admit I was skeptical after the last DabbleCon. Shame on me. I just made the buy and we'll catch up as quickly as possible. It's yours now for good.
Yes.
You can watch it anytime. You could, show it to people.
That.
And thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Also, I'll just make a quick statement for people who did buy and were watching. We did have a little bit of an echo problem going on when we were watching the film festival.
Yes.
We uploaded another version of that video with the audio all cleaned up. So if anyone wants to go back and rewatch that, if you're getting the stream now,
Echo free.
The version on there, it says better audio or something like that on there. You can find it.
Yes.
Because there are some fantastic films made by Dabblers, and we knew that would happen. Very creative bunch.
Everybody is so talented in this universe. This
Not
is
everybody, but a bunch of them.
All right, listen, you.
The Simpsons game was a thing.
Andy took that one personally.
I wasn't talking about Andy.
He goes, not everybody. And he's like, look, I didn't have time.
Maybe next time an O.J. Simpson game. Maybe that would be it.
All right, just terrible riffing here. All right, so let's move forward. You hear Karl with experiencing some tech difficulties, but they had to repatch it. And now you can find it under bad audio video of the award video show. Cool. I'll get right on that. Let me pay. Where can I sign up? Is there a discount code I could use? I'm so pumped to watch the Dabble House Kate Meany tapes round 2 bad audio show. I mean, seriously. I've never been more excited for anything in my life, actually. 4305, we're going to keep it moving. Shulie's going to do some reflecting over this past weekend, and we're going to hear actually what went down this past weekend, thanks to Shulie's reflections. Reflections, that word was. Let's listen.
Yeah. The only thing he's grooming is young women.
Oh,
Well
boy.
done, Troy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that, man, I'm just thinking back to so much stuff.
So much stuff.
The how to pick up chick section, where or his turnoffs. Chick had a van. She had a white van.
Right.
I was like, it's a white van. Like
You're not allowed to have that low of standards, John.
Yeah,
Just take
him.
Okay, Lucy, you don't have to butt in because Shulie's losing it here. So Shulie's reflecting, this past week I'm just thinking of like all the great times, of like when John was like, the white van. The white van. That was really fun. The white van time. You guys remember the white van story? And Shulie was, essentially drowning here until this fucking dumb, butter-eating, stupid bitch, who's all she's good for is her fucking milkers in the front of her chest. And nothing more, rest assured. She bails Shulie out here. Shulie would have fell completely flat on his fucking Jew nose. But instead is bailed out. But let's listen.
Chick had a van. Stuff. The how to pick up chick section, where or his
was I'm reflecting on some things. How to pick up chicks. That sounds riveting. Riveting. Oh, what was your favorite thing at the Dabble House shows this past week? Oh, when Stuttering John, that section of the picking up chicks. Sounds fun. No, seriously, sounds fun to me.
The how to pick up chick section, where or his turnoffs. A chick had a van. She had a white van.
Right.
I was like, it's a white van. Like,
You're not allowed to have that low of standards, John.
yeah,
Just take
him,
it.
of all people.
But he said,
Go ahead, Mike.
well, because she played pickleball, would you need a paddle?
Yeah,
Right.
she had a white van for all of her pickleball gear.
What is going on? What is actually happening right now? She had a pickleball, which you actually need a paddle for. Are you guys speaking in code? Like, I'm trying to follow along as a casual observer here of this pedo support network. And again, you know, the ladies of this network, it tells me, this is why I hate the ladies, that the Missy B's, the Lucy butter bitches, butter eating bitches. This is why I despise them. It's because they just support, I guess, pedophilia. I guess, you know, cool. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Oh, John, you don't get it. Shulie didn't know, man. You got to cut him some slack. I don't got to do a goddamn thing. I don't got to do a motherfucking thing. Let's go back one more time and listen to Shulie reminisce about the great weekend that was.
That, man, I'm just thinking back to so much stuff.
So much stuff.
The how to pick up chicks section, where or his turnoffs. A chick had a van. She had a white van.
Right.
I was like, it's a white van. Like,
You're not allowed to have that low of standards, John.
yeah,
Just take
him,
it.
of all people.
But he said,
Go ahead, Mike.
well, because she played pickleball, would you need a paddle?
Yeah, she had a white van for all of her pickleball gear.
What do you got, Frog?
I was going to say, how about when Kate's talking about how she's trying to get a job at Sirius through Greg Fitzsimmons, and he's just giving her all the reasons she's not good enough.
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it.
That was a classic. Instant classic. The Greg Fitzsimmons story.
Be an associate producer. Oh, okay.
Karl's going to the Stuttering John impression. Karl is not good. Karl's many things. Good at impressions is not one of them.
I mean, it's like an internship, but all right. You want to be an associate producer? What does that pay? Like $35,000 a year? Okay.
Oh, Greg's gonna hook you up.
See, you know, somebody who's good at impressions, you're able to tell the difference between their own voice and the impression voice. Karl actually, you know, when he does that, it sounds like just Karl. His Stuttering John impression actually just sounds like himself, drunk. Like, that's what I imagine a drunken Karl sounds like.
Producer, what does that pay? Like $35,000 a year? Okay.
Oh, Greg's gonna hook you up. I got a bridge to sell you.
Yeah, he was so
What a dick.
belittling to that. And yeah,
All right, let's go to 4715 here coming up. We're going to go to where it says Mike Morse. Well, he's going to try a joke, a porky pervert joke. And shocking, it's going to fall flat. Let's hear Mike.
They couldn't form a fucking word after that.
It's like a movie where the hot chick shows up and looks at the nerdy guy, and the nerdy guy just yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Porky Pervert.
I want to fuck you.
Wow. I mean, again, you know, you could cut the fake. You could just see right through the bullshit and the fake laughter. And again, it's just very disingenuous to a god, a comedy legend, a comedy icon such as Mike Morse. The fake laugh at the guy. Again, how will he ever craft his material? How will he ever get better and take the next step from a king to pretty much a god? Did I say that already? If you guys just continuously fake laugh through the terrible bits, you know, you gotta pick your spots when the fake laugh. These guys have just fallen into like just one fake laugh cycle where just anything anyone says, they fake laugh at. Like when they get up for breakfast, they're like, "Damn, I'm kind of hungry." All I hear is, it's like I wasn't even doing a joke. I'm letting you know I want some breakfast. Coffee and sugar. Coffee and what is happening? I'd feel like I was tripping on like insane amounts of peyote if I was hanging around these people. And you're just trying to have a casual discussion about, you know, the game, the ball game, talking about, you know, whatever baseball team you're into. And these guys are just chuckling away. It's like, I'm just, you know, we're just discussing the ball game here. I mean, what? Watch it all unfold here.
after that.
It's like a movie.
Not you can always tell what a genuine laugh looks like, and this is it.
Where the hot chick shows up and looks at the nerdy guy, and the nerdy guy just yeah. Yeah.
It's like Porky Pervert.
I want to fuck you.
Like he's like trying to do like a Kevin Brennan laugh impression there, Shulie. That wasn't even
Porky Pervert.
I want to fuck you.
Oh my god.
Oh god, that's good times. Good. You know, a conversation is going well when someone utters the words "good times." Like you've lost it. You've lost it. All right, let's go to. We got two more. 49-25. The boys are doing some good-natured. Now my clip reads rubbing, but it's obviously ribbing here at 49-25. Let's check it out. See what's happening. Always love me some good-natured rubbing.
Because Zen made a couple jokes about my socks.
Oh,
this weekend, and so
that wasn't the joke you want to make fun of him about. Yeah.
Not cool, man. Never again. It's fucked up.
I'm sorry, you're talking about your sucks?
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Dude, what the fuck? Boom. What
Shots
the
fired.
God damn it. You were right, Shulie. You do pick on things you find out about
right.
people.
That's right. Down, Simba. Down. All right. What was the other thing I wanted to bring up here?
Let's go to my notes here. So again, just some terrible riffing, and this is going to take us out at 1:01:30. And everyone's signing off, and the clip reads, Zen has an awkward exit. Let's watch it. This was the wrap-up show from the Dabble House. If you missed it, you didn't miss much, trust me. Zen's going to be pretty much cucked out of his own exit here at 1:01:30, I believe.
Can you read that again?
No, I can't. And thank you to this
There we go.
amazing team. These just amazing work. Paulino killed it.
Kate Puppet.
Kate
A
Puppet.
close second.
Yeah. Thank you to the people over at Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us to come in.
So they're all doing an exit. They're doing a sign-off, a little goodbye. And butter-eating bitch, Kaylee, signals Zen to come on over here. Come on, Zen, you're part of the team, right? She brings in. Now, I want to look into this. These two might have something going on behind the scenes here, because the way it's either that or Zen is doing an awkward grope of this Kaylee's head. Again, you tell me, what do you think it is? Do they have chemistry here? Have they boned? Have they kissed? Or is this an awkward, I don't know what to do with my hands, grope?
Thank you to the people.
So Zen comes in.
over at-
He's doing like I don't even know what this is. The hands back and forth, the wave. Doesn't know what to do with his hands.
Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us to come and
And then immediately puts both of those sweaty paws on top of Kaylee's dome here. Watch this.
Thank you to the people over at Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us.
And she's like doing like the, yeah, fuck yeah, man, yeah. Stevie Tomatoes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you to the people over at Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us to come and hang.
Yep.
And now he's petting her hair. I mean, I'm serious. You can't make this up. Zen has gone from awkward wave, hands back and forth, to a forcible grope, to a stroking of the hair.
We're at Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us to come and hang.
So he's doing the grope. Now he's behind her hair. She's already looking like, that was a little too far. Please get off. And now he's at the back of her hair, like rubbing her shoulders and the back of her hair. Look at this.
Yep. Shout out.
He's rubbing. He's stroking, folks.
To the boys.
He's got a stiffy.
And
so he tries to make his exit here.
To the girls. Jenny.
And she goes, wait, where are you going?
Jingles, Miss B, Kaylee.
And now he's like doing, I don't know what with his hands.
All the ladies. Thank you to Andy for the Simpsons trivia game.
Now he's back.
Thank you.
Now he's stroking Mike Morse's shoulders.
To everyone out there.
You.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys on I don't know, a couple days. We got to get home.
Yeah.
You know,
There's gonna be some travel time.
right?
I mean, can we watch those events transpire again? I mean, the man literally, I mean, he should be thrown behind bars for like forcibly touching people when they don't want to be touched.
Yeah. Thank you to the people over at Stevie Tomatoes for allowing us to come and hang.
Yep.
Shout out to the boys and to the girls, Jenny Jingles, Missy B, Kaylee, all the ladies. Thank you to Andy for
Comes
the
back.
Simpsons trivia game. And thank you to
Rubbing the
everyone
shoulders.
out there.
you.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys,
Unreal.
I don't know, a couple days. We got to get home,
Yeah.
you know?
There's gonna be some travel time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Travel
we love
time.
you guys. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.
Gagia.
Travel time, is it, Karl? And so there you have it, the boys from TSN and WATP and Kaylee, a.k.a. Lucy Tight Tits, doing the Shulie or the Dabble House wrap-up show. Round of applause. Zenhauser's an awkward groper. It's news to me. Shout out to Delco Lou coming in. Jesus Christmas. Coming in for $1.99 says, salute from Corpus Chris. Thanks. Or Corpus Christi, Texas. Sorry. Glad to see you back on. Thank you, Delco. Sorry, I might need my glasses here in a second. And then Bluff Chatter coming in. Member for 22 months says, Shulie is a hack. Yeah, that's, obvious. That goes without saying, Bluff Chatter. The whole Shulie Network conglomerate and everything they stand for, are just filled with, hacks. I mean, you've said it best. Once again, Bluff Chatter coming in, knocking it out of the park. Let's catch up with some of the other chat here. We're going to move on, I think, to the big steel toe reveal, the studio reveal, which I'm very excited for here. Classic Zen, hilarious, says Muttering Jay. Rygot says Shulie Rico. Gina Bobina says get it. Shades Cow says ew. You never want to be, especially as a female, I mean, imagine being like awkwardly and randomly groped. I mean, that's damn near an assault, a sexual assault, if I've ever seen one. And then Mike Morse gets it right after that. I mean, dude, if you don't know what to do, and this is just a good, I think, word of wisdom here, a good food for thought. If you don't know what to do with your hands, don't go around touching people. Like, I don't want to be touched. If that was to happen to me, I'd immediately look at the person and say, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Hands to ourselves, please. I mean, I need my personal space here. If you don't know what to do with your hand, put your hands in your pocket. Can we do that? There's no need for touching and massaging shoulders. I mean, it's not like you're doing a show or anything. It's gross. It's embarrassing. Zen should be shamed out of existence. IMO. All right, I want to get into the studio stuff, but before we do, actually, let's get into it. Let's just get right the fuck into it. Steel Toe Morning Show and his amazing new fucking studio. Now, again, I haven't slept at all this past week, and I've been up awaiting the big moment. Now, we saw the sign this past week, and we saw Steel Toe sign from a Twitter post, and it looked dope. It looked fucking dope. It looked amazing. Just kidding. It looked like shit. Again, I think I described it as the original sign, the sign that's currently being used on the Steel Toe set, just in a rectangular shape. You could probably make the argument that the circle sign that he has now is a little bit better because at least it has like some 3D pop and effect to it. Like he's got the boots that are kind of hanging out of the sign. It kind of looks 3D a little bit. It's more, space. It's less space consuming actually. The new sign that he has is like 9 feet by, 9 by what? What would you say? 9 by 4, 9 by 5. So it's massive. He almost, according to him last night, almost died twice trying to put it up. And then all, the sign stuff aside, he also got a new camera. Again, very awesome, very cool stuff. And if you haven't seen it yet, I bet you might be thinking right now, well, this might look at it. So there's a new sign. albeit not better than the new sign, or better than the old sign, but still a new sign nonetheless, and a new camera. According to Steel Toe, last week he's going to be, redoing the studio, and according to Steel Toe, he was going to be implementing, I think, like 3 or 4 cameras in. So actually, I feel robbed. But anyway, we have a tweet from Steel Toe. I believe this was yesterday after the show. After his show. It goes, he goes, good news, new camera looks great. Bad news, almost got decapitated by the new sign. Temporary set tomorrow morning. New sign. Okay, so keywords, temporary set tomorrow morning, meaning this morning. New sign will be there, but it won't be permanent. It won't be a permanent set. Mix of old and new. Going to have to do some decent wall surgery. Let me read that last line again. Going to have to do some decent wall surgery to get this bad boy to stay. Now, mind you, Steel Toe, he don't know how to use tools. He never has. When April was around, she would do the roofing. She would do the grass. She would do the hammering. She would do the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, all the fucking, work that was supposed to be there for a guy. Aaron couldn't be bothered, and he left April to do it all. Now, if April was still there, I guarantee that new sign would have been up, lit up, ready to go this morning. Steel Toe tried to do it twice and almost died. According to him, almost decapitated. Not just died, not just crushed, actually physically decapitated. And it got so bad, now he's actually going to have to do some wall surgery. I mean, okay. So that was Steel Toe, Aaron, last night on Twitter. And again, we get to the new studio. We get to the new look last night. And this is his members only show from last night, courtesy of Stalin 19. And this is what we got. I mean, again, I was so pumped and so ready for something new. It's been 3 years, and this is what we're going to get.
We're going to get to that. I know you're going to go, it's fine, it's whatever. But I had a plan. The plan did not go the way I wanted it for the new all right, here. There you go. Look at the shadows. I can already see the shadows. Okay,
so the new sign is behind him on the ground. It didn't make it up to the wall. All the old memorabilia, the Steel Toe memorabilia, is still on the wall. And again, I know he said he got a new camera. I can't tell the difference. I thought maybe at first I could. I can't tell the difference. I don't know if anything new happened besides the new sign that's behind him. All you could see is the letters ST. It's the abbreviation for Steel Toe. The Steel Toe got a 9-foot sign to get 2 letters on it. 2 letters visible on his show is ST. A 9-foot sign for the 2 letters ST.
So the shadows are.
But again, you still have Mike Lindell. You still have the old sign. You still have the Funko Pops. You still have the toys. You still have the whiteboard. And most importantly, you still have yourself. Nothing looks new. Nothing looks upgraded. Nothing looks like anything. Again, it started off last year. He wanted to redo the studio to kind of, out with the old and with the new after April cucked him out of existence. And he went from his original banner, the tapestry you could order from Amazon. It's like $22 and you could put all your custom photos on there and the Steel Toe logo, which actually didn't look bad. I mean, it wasn't great. But it, compared to the last 2 renditions of this, whatever the fuck it is, somehow that's like a state-of-the-art studio, that old setup, if we remember what that looks like. Then it went to this rendition, and now it's gone to this rendition again, but like somehow worse. So I don't know how it's gotten worse in the last year. That to me is, a feat in and of itself. Let's listen to the guy.
The glare is pissing me off. At least tell me that the picture looks better. At least.
And again, it doesn't. It looks the exact same. So he spent, I'd venture to guess, probably close to maybe I'd say maybe $250 to $500 he spent in money, which is a goal. $250 is a night goal. $400 is basically a morning goal. $500 is basically 2 night goals. So he wasted, let's just say it's $500. He wasted 2 night goals on a camera that looks the exact same. It's bad, folks. It's bad. He can't. This guy is. I mean, I never met anyone. I've met cats that understand technology better than Steel Toe Aaron. Jake Hudson. Again, seems like Albert Einstein compared to this guy. Nothing looks different. Somehow.
At least tell me that the camera is an improvement visually over what we had before. Because I can't tell. Because the old one looked great. It doesn't take much.
And again, it looks the same.
And if you're wondering, Aaron, now that the legal stuff is all over, what do you like? What can we expect from Steel Toe going forward? This has always been me. And this will be me going forward.
He's not lying when he says that. He's always been a complete boob.
Will be more boring. I don't plan on exciting you with misdemeanors, high crimes and misdemeanors. I don't plan on doing that. I don't plan on coping online to 5 followers trying to explain how what I did was totally cool. You say you're sorry, you move on. That's what a man do. So now I'm going to go back to my show, and my show is me losing my mind over really nothing at all, over something that is a very minor problem. I can't line shit up. I never could. I don't know when
By the way,
something...
I can't line shit up. Listen to this.
Straight. Like, I'm looking...
I don't know when something is straight! I don't know when something is straight. Like my penis, allegedly, according to Nick. His penis, allegedly, according to Nick Ricada, is on a curve, a slight curve to the left. Could you imagine? I can't even believe this is a real sentence from a real guy.
Never could. I don't know.
Oh, we gotta go back.
I can't line shit up.
I can't line shit up!
I never could.
I never could. I've never been able to put things in straight lines. I never could, he says.
I don't know.
Now, mind you, there's levelers. There's like really good levelers now for, not now. It's not like they just came out with these sort of levelers. They're like $20. You could really buy them on Amazon if you're too lazy to go to a Home Depot or a Lowe's. It's one of these levelers that, literally shoot a laser beam out of the leveler with a straight line. That all you have to do is just basically put whatever object you want, whether it be a TV, a sign, a picture, whatever, onto the laser that's shooting across your wall. And somehow he's like, no, can't get it straight. I can only do crooked. Here at Steel Toe, we only do crooked. We only do crooked and off balanced. My seriously jaw hit the fucking floor when I heard this man describe. He doesn't know how to put things in straight lines. I almost choked.
Line shit up.
I don't know how to line shit up.
I never could. I don't know when something's straight. Like, I'm looking at this camera right now, and it looks like I need to tilt it this way a little.
Beloved Chatter says he probably doesn't know how to find. I guarantee he doesn't know how to find a stud in a wall. If he doesn't know how to line shit up and use a leveler, you think he knows how to use a stud finder? Absolutely, positively not. Positively not. 1,000% does not know how to find a stud. This man, I'm actually shocked there's not all holes in his wall from trying to find a stud. He probably thinks, I mean, you literally just put the sign up and just start drilling into your drywall. I mean, seriously, this is the type of person we're dealing with here. I know we like the kid that bust balls and call him dumb and tech. I don't know how some of these people get through life. You don't know how to put things in straight lines. You don't know how to find studs. You don't know how to be a parent. You don't cut the grass. You don't know how to, replace roofing, replace shingles, replace holes, patch holes. You don't know how to even set up something as small as a camera, dog. What do you know how to do? Or I can broadcast. No, you can't. No, I mean, that is actually arguable. No, you can't. Your show is about all the things you wish you had, or the things you wish you could do, or the things that you can't do. Sprinkled in with a bit of racism and a lot of begging. I mean, how just demasculating and embarrassing. And it's like, you would talk to him here. I mean, look at this fucking buffoon. And somehow this is another win for the toe. I don't understand it. But people on Twitter were saying this weekend that it was another win for the toe. So guess what, beloved chatter? It's another win for the fucking toe.
I don't know when something's straight. Like, I'm looking at this camera right now, and it looks like I need to tilt it this way.
So he's just led on to something here. His camera's not on a tripod. It's either his camera's not on a tripod or he actually doesn't know how to read. All tripods come with like a built-in leveler. It's a little circle. You line the little fucking circle up in the center of the circle. It's two circles, like a bubble circle and then a line circle. You line the bubble up inside the lines, and that's how you know something is even. So what you're telling me is you don't know how, you either don't know how to do that or you don't have a tripod, which leads me to believe you bought another webcam. You've replaced one web camera with another web camera. And you've spent probably way too much money on it. If you're going to upgrade your camera, I mean, seriously, go DSLR. You can get a really good one for about $400. Throw that thing on a tripod. Do a little bit of color correction. But again, it's like, you don't even know how to find a straight line. You don't know how to, be able to tell things are straight or not. How are you going to color correct anything? I mean, it's pointless.
I'm looking at this camera right now, and it looks like I need to tilt it this way a little. But when I do that, it looks like shit. So it's probably right where it is.
I mean, it is right where it is. It's exactly where it is. Where else would it be? Is that like a rhetorical question? It's probably right where... No, it is right where it is. Huh?
So it's probably right where it is. I don't know. I can't eyeball shit. I can't tell when something's straight.
God.
I can't tell when something's even or lined up. My eyeballs. I can tell you that I do. I can say, there you go, that looks even. And someone will go, are you out of your mind? That thing needs to go 3 inches that way. No idea. No clue. Can't do it. I want you to tell me legit 100%, as the kids say, 100. I want you to be 100 and tell me how does it look? How does the new camera look compared to the old camera?
Worse. It looks the same, if not worse. Nice Podcast Stupid says, no one rocks a ladies cut jersey better than toe. It's a fact. Nice Podcast Stupid. Actually, Nice Podcast Stupid. Next show, I think we're going to, I don't want to give too much away. Next show, I'm thinking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Dan? Dan and his Red Wings. By the way, when I was growing up, the Detroit Red Wings were actually one of my favorite hockey teams. That's a fact. And then 20 years later, I'm covering a guy who's telling stories about the first time he's come across his own personal Red Wings. Talk about full fucking circle. Thanks, Dan. Let's get back to Steel Toe, and let's be honest with Steel Toe. Does it look better than the old? No, it looks the same, dog. It looks the same.
what, like, how does it look? How does the new camera look?
He probably went to SP. So, what do you think? New studio? Huh? She's probably like, huh? And you expect me to, like, want to be with you for the rest of my... I mean... Again, but that just leads me to believe that the SP is dumber than a fucking bag of bricks. Actually, I'd rather have the bag of bricks for smarts over SP. If she sees Steel Toe as like a man's man, a guy's guy. When things are tough and the going gets hard and you need yard work done, or you need a man there to patch a hole in the wall, or a straight line to be drawn from point A to point B, I'm going to call my hubby Steel Toe because he knows how to get things done. Okay, Ann. Well, you're in for a rude awakening. Shout out to Keena K joining the Stub Toe. Thank you, Keena. Thank you. Welcome in. Kudos to me. Kudos to you. Let's watch this buffoon.
Look compared to the old camera, because this camera was considerably more expensive than the old camera. And if there's no difference, I'm going to lose my mind a little bit. So
there's no difference.
Try to be honest.
I am.
Just wondering why the new sign's on the floor, because it almost killed me.
Trust me, I would be honest. If Steel Toe came on stream and, had an immaculate new setup, seriously, I was ready to give this man his flowers today and yesterday. Furthermore, you can't buy a new camera and have the same setup. And this is one of the reasons why the camera doesn't look good. I'll let you into a little secret here, Steel Toe. The camera doesn't look better or an upgraded version of the old camera because you can't buy, even if you got a $15,000, cinema camera that Martin Scorsese used while filming, Wolf of Wall Street. Even if you got that same camera and put it on this, whatever this is, the corner of your basement, it would look the exact same. You would just be more, you would be in a better resolution. You'd be able to see all the fucking detail way better. But, it would look the same. You didn't do nothing different. Is it that hard to figure out? And listen to his excuse here coming up about why he couldn't get this sign up by himself. Aaron the Rat coming in for $2 says, should I do it, Blade? Tell him. Oh, you got to do it. You got to do it, Rat. Do it, Rat.
Cheeto says your double chin looks great.
Thank you for the
Cockdiff says that shirt even looks tighter. Okay, that's okay. I feel like I went to the gym today because I was so self-conscious. I went to the gym because I was like, I feel fat.
No, see, I think Shades Cow's lying. She says, I see a difference. Please, we'll wait. What's the difference you see? Are you serious? I hope this is a troll. Ewa says, pleated skirt would put him very nicely. Johnny Arcade says, old cameras was better. His colors are completely washed out today. Yeah, and then he's like, I can't wait to get to this morning. He's like playing with his color correction live on air. Again, why must you do your camera setup on the show? You and Johnny couldn't take, you know what, Johnny? Listen, I'm struggling with the new camera a little bit. You think we could, either after my member show, which I think happened at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock last night. Hey, how about after the member show, we hop on maybe Zoom for an hour? You could help me out real quick. Or, before the tomorrow morning show, you can give me a quick couple pointers. Or, I don't know, maybe go on YouTube where you could find any video tutorial on how to color correct the proper way. You could type in your camera's make and model, color correction, and I guarantee you'd find at least 2 videos. But it's always, we have to do it on the show. We have to do it on the show. I have to prove to everyone how much, how big of a retard I am.
People are theorizing the access thing, the, what do you call it? The unlawful access to digital materials.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know Aaron the Rat was actually going to do it. He actually did it. Aaron the Rat actually did it. He says it's done, Blade. Stay off all major intersections. Thank you. Fuck, I didn't know you were going to do that. I didn't mean that. I meant the other thing. You sandbagging son of a rat. Keep watching.
I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is if there's people that haven't been talked to, they're going to be. And Nick shared that shit with like everybody in that sad Dabbleverse. And now he's put them in a...
Yeah, that's sad Dabbleverse. By the way, you were just on MLC 2 days ago. That's sad Dabbleverse. I mean, you are a joke. You are a fucking complete and utter joke. That's sad Dabbleverse. You lump in Kevin Brennan with Dabbleverse, and you were on Kevin Brennan's show 2 days ago.
With like everybody in that sad Dabbleverse. And now he's put them in a really tough spot because like if they received it, if they're not fully cooperative, like you can get in a lot of trouble for that. I mean,
talking about Melton and Nick.
We're talking about, the names I've heard.
Straight lines?
Melton obviously got it. He admitted to it. And then when he got confronted and got told it was a crime, oh, it was a bit. It was a bit. It's not a bit. Like I recreated the zoomed in thing that he sent from the latent proposal was real. I recreated it, zoomed it back out, gave that to investigators. The dude had it. He did have it. So he
So Aaron doesn't listen to this. Aaron doesn't know how to do nothing. Nothing with studios, with lawnmowers, with hammers and nails, with pots and pans. But he does know how to go to the cops. He's a very good snitch. That's the one thing I found out what Aaron was good at. He's a very good snitch. Wow.
But I get it. Like it wouldn't be the first time Patrick's lied to kind of keep his kind of facade alive. But yeah, he's in trouble. I know Karl got it. Masterson got it. Ralph got it. Now this doesn't make...
Sounds like he's talking about COVID or the clap or AIDS. Masterson got it. Karl got it. R.I.P. It actually took Karl out. He got a severe case of it.
Those guys,
Jesus Christ. He's talking about texts, which we'll go over. I think we have this third world aristocrat video I may or may not do. I don't know. I don't know the law of digital crimes and, Aaron calls it a hacking. I don't think it's a hacking. I think it's far from a hacking, actually, because his computers weren't hacked. You stayed signed in on your Google account at Nick's house. You didn't sign yourself out. That's not Nick's fault. Nick just was snooping around and happened to find all of it. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to share said information and then broadcast it over the show, over the internet, rather. But we don't even know what information is true and what's not. I mean, all of it, is Aaron really into cuck porn, or was that a joke from Melton and Nick? Is all the other shit real, or is it all a goof? I mean, who knows? I hope the FBI gets him. I hope there's a fucking lol suit. Trust me, I hope all these motherfuckers, like I said a couple of months ago, I hope all these motherfuckers ultimately go to court and battle it out in the courts, and it gets rebroadcast for all of us to stream snipe. That's what I hope for. And it drains all of you from all your goal money. That's what I
guilty,
hope
but
for.
they're going to have to explain what they did with it. So Nick kind of put all those guys in a tough spot. And then what kind of sucks about that is you got the FBI thing, right? Well, after the FBI's done, like Candy Ojai County also has it. They can decide to do something with it on their own or as well on top of. So it's kind of turned into a giant mess. Yeah, Dark Side Aaron's a Melton guy. He's having a serious problem with that whole thing. Uh-oh. I mean, look, you guys picked a
Dark Side
retarded fat
Aaron.
guy who had to grift off of me because he can't make an audience and can't do a show. He wants to be doing what I'm doing. He tried. He failed. It didn't work. So it's...
What is it that you're doing? I'll tell you what you're not doing. Drawing straight lines.
Not going to work. Chevy fan says April sent the Melton the Google stuff, not Nick. That's not true. Let's just say I tracked down my Google account, saw where everything was coming from.
You tracked down your Google account? You don't know how to color correct the camera, but you tracked down sensitive information in your Google account from the origin source of an IP address somewhere in the fucking Netherlands. I mean, that's what that's what you're telling me. Oh, I mean, okay.
It is known. It is known. So, yeah, sorry about that, Dark Side Aaron. So, I mean, look, is anything...
Another elephant that was Melton haters.
There's one guy for sure that's in a lot of trouble. Probably two.
Maybe two. Well, when you really think about it, there actually might be three. Well, then there was that fourth guy, so... Yeah, he's in a whirlwind of trouble. I forgot about him. And now that I'm re-racking my brain, actually, the fifth and sixth guy, they actually might be in trouble. I mean, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
One guy
what is
for sure
happening,
that's in a lot of trouble. Probably two. Maybe more, but it kind of depends on what they say. It kind of depends on what they...
Steel Toes almost became a parody of
those
himself.
Those are my viewers. That's a sad cope that I've seen you guys do. Without me, take away me, and if those viewers are still there, then I'll say they're his. But the sad truth of it is, if you take me away, those viewers are gone. Patrick's actually inconsequential. You could have anybody host that, and as long as they're galvanizing Aaron hatred, the people will be there. I mean, look, man, you can be loved and hated, but you don't want them to feel nothing. And I've always been the best at that. There's nobody better at getting them to love to hate you than me. Melton wishes.
No, you just don't know how to do anything, and it's hilarious. It doesn't have to do with anything with hate, by the way. Always want to set it up in this framework of hate. It's either we love them or hate them. Can never just be that you're a complete fucking tard. I don't know, his next video is playing. I want to play you Steel Toe from this morning, because this is... You thought last night, you thought that little members only clip was good. It gets better this morning. He's going to be color correcting his camera live. I couldn't believe my eyes and ears just when I thought it was all over and the studio talk was all done. Here comes Monday morning. By the way, the title reads, Halfway Home on the Remodel. The remodel! Halfway home on the remodel. Oh my God. Check this shit out. The remodel. I couldn't believe my eyes and ears this morning. He's got Dave Smith, Joe Rogan, Douglas Murray, and Stephen A. Smith. Dave Smith's half cousin.
In certain
let's watch.
Extreme situations.
Extreme situations.
The law is inadequate.
The law is inadequate.
In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law. To pursue natural justice.
Natural justice.
This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive. It's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Punishment. Tonight we have a chance to say, hey.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right.
Can we draw a straight line?
We're too wild. We're too out of control. We're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance.
Is it? Is this the dance? Uh-oh.
everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. It's me. It's Aaron. Look at that. Do I look cuter? Do I look adorable?
You got a new camera, bro. You didn't get a makeover. I mean, what are we talking about?
Do I look like
you didn't get hair
cutest
plugs?
Boy at the school?
He thinks he... Wow, this is actually telling. So Aaron thinks if you get a new camera, a new webcam, a new stupid fucking webcam, it's going to make you look better looking. Again, you know, it's just like there's a special place in retard hell for people like this.
I dicked a little bit with the settings. I'm going to keep.
I dicked a little bit with the settings, and now it looks like I'm pretty much void of any
with
color.
The settings. I fucked with the. Ironically, I fucked with the white balance this morning.
We could tell.
And here's what I did. I looked at what it was sending me. I looked at what I was getting back on OBS. And that wasn't what color my wall and shirt were. Now, this isn't what color my shirt is. My shirt is more of a red.
This is insane.
Yeah, my saturation is high, apparently. Because my shirt's... Actually, no, I take it back. Mine's right on.
So I could fuck around, but I could fuck around a little more.
You could.
I could, and I will. Today's a big fuck around day here. By the way, quick note, I'm never doing this again. Never
Getting
doing
a new
this.
camera?
Never getting a new camera, never getting a new sign. This is fucking it.
Never getting a new camera, never getting a new sign. I'm done dicking around with white balance and saturation knobs. Again, you know, if you just took your head out of the fucking gallon of ice cream every night and actually gave an iota of a shit about anything, do you think I knew how to work cameras or audio or any of this when I first started? No, you watch videos, you do research, and you learn, dude. The fact that you've been doing it, I mean, for how many years? Professionally? And you still don't know how to do nothing? And it gets worse time and time and time again? And here you have this grandiose sign, this big fucking 10-foot beast of a sign that says ST. The only two letters we could see on it is ST. I mean, that's a direct slap in the face to the person who made the sign, your audience, who wants a new fucking sign. Steel Toe would never be Steel Toe without that sign. And it's just sitting on the ground. It's sitting on the ground. Now, for the second straight show, I guarantee tonight on the evening show, if that sign is up on the show, I mean, seriously, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Eat my own shit? I mean, that just seems too cringe. But it's like, you know, you got this brand new fucking, albeit shitty sign, and it's just sitting there. Steel Toe for you there, eh?
I'm never, ever doing this shit again. It's overrated. It's all bullshit. Like, just do a good show. Who gives a fuck? Because, like, it's wall surgery day today.
Wall surgery.
Like, I'm hacking away at my fucking wall for this thing.
I'm hacking away at my wall. With what, an axe?
Almost knocked my fucking head off yesterday. Got it up. So we got it up here, right? You're muted.
Oh, he's pissed.
Yeah, sorry.
So I get it up here.
Oh, he's pissed at Johnny. We got to go back.
Yesterday, got it up. So we got it up here, right? You're muted.
Oh, Johnny! Now's not the time to hit the mute button, bud. Your boss is a human. He's out fucking $250. Doesn't know how to use white balance, and he's got a sign on the ground. And he's almost been decapitated twice. Now's not the time to be muted, Johnny.
Yeah, sorry.
So I get it up here. and it's looking good, and I start framing it with the camera. Well, the fucking camera, I don't know if you can tell. I know it's a very slight thing, but I can't get this shit lined up. You see what I mean right here?
Mm-hmm.
And then up
I know
top.
exactly what you mean.
Up top, I can't get that shit lined up.
And it weirds you out, right? Like
I've got a fucking level. I've got everything. It's all good.
You could have all the tools in the world. If you don't know how to use the tools, what good are the fucking tools? That's why they're called tools.
And I can't fucking do it. And it's driving me insane. And now that person who told me, fuck with the white balance a little bit.
But Charles says, as if, the steel toe audience is known to demand a high quality product. Aaron could pretty much do a non-video show, or even if he had video, let's just say he had video from within inside of a trash can, like Oscar the Grouch, and his fans would still hit the fucking goal. I mean, it's like, first of all, the fact that you even did this in the first place is hilarious. What made you do this in the first place is hilarious to me. Again, from the time when I first started watching you, when you had that stupid banner in the background, that looked somehow, light years beyond what you got going on now. I don't know. Again, it looks like you're doing a show from within inside like a storage, like one of your storage rooms. Like everyone's got a storage room in their place, or most people do anyway. Fortunate people, I guess, have storage rooms in their house. And it's just like shit everywhere. It looks like you just went inside your shit-filled storage room, got a webcam, took all the white out of the image, and decided to click go live. Again, though, it's another L for me and many other people who make fun of this guy. It's just, I'm seething over here. That's what we're doing. So, welcome to the seethe. We're just doing some seething, casual seething, our daily toe seething. It's being done today. It's another L, so make sure to pick up your L at the door. And let's continue.
That's driving me nuts, because I'm looking down at my shirt, and then I'm looking down at this, and the math ain't mathing. I'm fucking with it again.
Look at this.
Right now, while you're watching me, I'm going to fuck with it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can
that
see
looks good right there. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Got some more sepia tones coming in.
Hold on.
There you
No,
go.
that's a little too much.
That's too much. I look jaundiced. And that's not what fucking color my wall is.
What color is my wall? That's not my wall color.
And that's not what fucking color my wall is.
Yes, you're right, Aaron. Your wall isn't brown.
See, it doesn't work. What's the other thing I can use?
I have no idea.
Aaron, you need color correction. You need... basically, color correction is your best friend. White balance is within color correction. That's all you need. I'm assuming you got a webcam. This is why you should go DSLR camera, because then you can adjust the settings on the camera and on OBS, making a beautiful masterpiece of an image. This is the problems you run into when you just buy a webcam. It's like you're at the mercy of one setting, basically.
It's too saturated. That's not what color my fucking wall is. That's not what color my Morgan wall
now
is.
You're just
now I'm
white.
getting dark. Look at
Oh my God!
We're shooting Clerks.
You should just stay in black and white, honestly.
Sharpness.
What was a show like this doing in a man like that?
Looks
sharpness.
fine.
Now I'm sharper. Darren sharper.
Sharpness.
Sharper
image.
Is that the color of my wall? Is my wall sharp? Now we're sharper. We're a little more sharp. Is that the color of my wall?
Sharpness. Now I'm sharper. Darren sharper. Oh, sharper
image.
Sharper doesn't really do much.
Sharper isn't a color correcting tool, you fucking buffoon.
Darren sharper.
Sharper.
Doing in a man like that.
Sharper.
Sharpness. Now I'm sharper. Darren sharper.
Sharper.
Oh, sharper doesn't.
image.
Sharper doesn't really do much.
Sharper.
I'm fucking.
much, no.
Yeah, there ain't much that's doing. Hey guys, you want to do some fucking?
But again, why are we doing this on the show?
Tech support on the fucking show here.
Tech support.
So the new sign is in. I'm excited for tonight.
I'm not excited. Who told you that it would be up tonight? Who told you that horse shit?
Nobody. I just you made it sound.
This is too light.
Don't be surprised. I'm gonna just throw out a theory here. Don't be surprised if Aaron uses the excuse that the sign is too heavy, too complicated. His downstairs it's studless. The only guy in history has a studless fucking wall. Don't be surprised you hear that, because I think maybe Aaron thinks that the sign is dog shit. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. No offense to the person who made it, cool, whatever, but it's dog shit. I mean, if signs is your hobby, you should probably pick a different hobby, pal. But maybe Aaron, sees that it's dog shit, and he's using this, it's too heavy, as an excuse why he's not putting it up. That coupled with, he doesn't know how to find straight lines or draw straight lines, and he doesn't know how to use a stud finder.
This isn't what I look like. But if I see, that looks fucking terrible, though.
Right.
This isn't what I look
But
like.
if you do it so it doesn't look terrible,
That's not
you
my
look
wall.
incredibly,
I don't look right.
friendly ghost.
I don't look right.
Sharper.
I want to look right. That's not what color my wall. See, this
I
is
swear, Steel Toe now has spent more time staring behind him. Imagine just staring behind yourself while doing a show. I've never seen a guy look behind himself this much than Aaron.
Right. I don't want to. I want to look
not my
right.
Wall.
That's not what color.
That's
my
not my
wall.
sign
This is
color.
the problem
God
I'm
damn
having.
it. This camera's a scam.
That's not the color of
That's
your
not
wall.
what my shit looks like.
That's not what my shit looks like.
You know what? That looks well.
That looks well. It looks the same. It looks
I'm
like
sure
the
I look
absolute
fine.
same.
I'm sure you're good.
I'm sure I'm fine. I'm sure.
You know what? If you just don't look at it, you won't notice.
Can
It
I
won't
tell
be
you
a thing.
something else? It could look like $1 million fucking dollars with this audience. Tell me.
No. I mean, it's not really what we do.
How long have I known these people?
Some of them, I'd say probably 13 years?
Yeah. Have any of them ever said anything nice?
That color makes you look less fat?
They would never say that.
Oh, then no.
They would never say that. And
I'm sorry you live in that world.
And also, I don't look bad. This looks way better. Stop it. And the autofocus isn't on. So don't say, oh, the autofocus is crazy. It's not on. It looks much better. It looks insanely better. It looks way
looks
better than it
the
did
exact same.
It looks fine. Anyone who says, oh, no, it doesn't look this, it doesn't look, you're lying. You're a liar, and it looks fine.
Now we're liars. I mean, who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? Unbelievable. Aaron, Happy Day says, Aaron, you tricked me into that last kid, Imholtes. Very nice. Yeah, it's his middle name. He calls his mirror a stud. I mean, it's just embarrassing. Now we're lying. If we say the shot looks bad, we're lying. It looks the same to me. I mean, I don't know.
It looks fine. Anyone who says, oh, no, it doesn't look this, it doesn't look, you're lying. You're a liar, and it looks fine.
I mean, I
Here's
guess.
what I'm doing. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
What are you going to do?
I'm going back. Oh, my God, no.
Holy Lord.
You know what that is? You know what I just hit?
The 70s?
I hit default. Oh, shit, and it stayed. Oh, no. I went
Now we
to the
gotta
default.
tweak everything again.
Already? There.
Excellent segment for your show,
What
by
if
the
I
way.
just hit auto on everything?
See what happens? I mean, you could try.
He looks like Casper now.
Yeah, that white balance is fucked.
That white balance is fucked.
Yeah, and don't say like, oh, the autofocus is going great. It looks fine. And does this look fine? Yes.
Aaron, no, it doesn't. Do you even know what autofocus is?
This probably looks fine. I look great.
You don't. It looks bad.
I look wonderful. It looks amazing.
It looks like, again, your studio is void of color. Like, your studio is the place to go if you want to be, like, this is what I imagine the color of depression is. The color spectrum of depression, the feeling, is. I equate these colors as the feelings of depression. Like when I see the color scale you got going on, it reminds me of a depressed time, of a cold, gloomy, dark January. Your studio is like basically the winter feel, winter vibes you got going on here.
But I'm never happy.
Right.
That's the problem. I'm never happy. Do I need to listen to these people?
That's
no,
pretty telling.
These people will, whatever they'll tell me is the wrong thing. As I go to this, hold on, let me go to Rumble here.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just loaded with.
I look fucking great. The scoreboard is easily readable. It looks fucking fantastic.
The scoreboard. What scoreboard? What scoreboard are we talking about?
I look stellar. If you disagree, you're an ass. I look way better than I did before.
Sure.
I look.
Even Johnny is like.
You really want to do this?
Do what?
What are you doing? What does that sure mean?
I mean, sure, yeah. I don't disagree with you in the slightest. You look good. You look fit.
No, I personally don't look good. The camera looks fine. If anyone thinks it doesn't look better, they're a stupid asshole. Shut up. You know what? If I had any balls, I'd just ban anyone who said it didn't look better.
Right?
I mean, you do that already, so I mean, what would be the difference?
But I don't have any balls.
We can take that hit, sure.
I have no balls whatsoever. No, it looks much better.
I don't have a white balance either.
It looks the same. But again, this is what professional radio shows and podcasts, this is what professionalism looks like. I'm not the pro. I'm just the L-taking seether over here. So don't listen to me, man. If you want good camera advice or good studio tips, don't come to me. I'm just a man sitting in front of a TV.
But I'm never going to get it to where it looks like it does.
Oh, I know. No, dude,
because if I do it your way, I'm going to be way too sharp. Like yours is saturated as fuck. I have to make a choice.
Way too. You're just saturated.
Mine's not even saturated. I just haven't fucked with it at all.
Again, he's saying these words. He doesn't know what saturated means. He doesn't know what sharp means. He's just saying words that are appearing in front of him on his OBS. He don't know what none of sharpness mean. Too sharp, less white bounce. Like that to me is starting to look better.
See, look. That
you have some color now.
Now, is that closer? Yeah.
Whoops.
But that looks like shit.
So the natural color of how things are supposed to look actually looks worse to him. Got it.
You see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like dog shit. It's closer to what the color is.
Right, but things are a little fucky.
But it looks gay. I don't want to look gay. That's the problem I'm having.
Definitely looks gay.
I have to choose between a better appearance.
Way to pick that now, man. Switch lanes in the middle of the road.
I have to choose between a better appearance and looking gay.
Wow.
So off we go.
So pretty much it just continues on and on. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with the rest. I mean, let's watch maybe another minute of this. It just goes on. I mean, the first 20 minutes was of the start of this morning's Steel Toe show. Mind you, today was supposed to be the big grand reveal. Monday, everything points to Monday. New cameras, new signs, a brand new me, and a new attitude. Coming Monday, April 14th, only on Steel Toe. You're not going to want to miss it. It all comes down to this. And we get to Monday, and this is what we're left with. 20 minutes of talking about color scales and white balance and gay walls and sharpness. Awesome.
I lost the monitor, so until it gets replaced later today, I'm going to have weird kind of lighting issues because it's brighter on this side since one of them's dead.
I'm sure it's your monitor.
Mussolini Diff says, ban anyone that says it looks bad without paying. Oh, I like that idea. Yeah, if you want to say I look shitty.
Throw in some buckage.
You know.
Shout out to Keena K. Says, I'm so happy you're back. I'm so happy I'm back, Keena. Thank you. Thank you for the membership for the 21 months. Love Chatter for $1.99 says, in a basement, and he never considered new lighting. Well, that's where all of this really starts. I mean, if we really want to start, you could buy Don't even worry about that. You could buy the best cameras. One, if you don't update your background, it's not going to make a difference. And two, if you don't have good lighting, it's not going to make a fucking an iota of a difference, like whatsoever. I guarantee this man probably has one key light, maybe, and like a ring light off into the corner. Like just hitting his face. That's it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to bore you on the specs of how to light properly and 3-point lighting and all this other nonsense. I mean, we'd be sitting here just snoozing to death. But a lot of it starts with, first of all, you have to update your look. That's a big part of it. And the other part of it is lighting. And he did neither of those things. He kept everything the same. Hell, I'd even argue that that's not even a new camera. He's just telling people it's a new camera. The only thing that's new is this new sign that a fan made him. And what's all funny about this, it all ends with he did a no beggy Monday, by the way. You guys familiar with these no beggy days? Steeltoe's doing no beggy days now. By the way, he's still begging his dick off. Guys, it's a no beggy day, but I just want to let you know we're still 150 away from the goal. You know where to find it, Venmo, Cashapp, but we're not begging. This is actually a no beggy day, but we're still 150. I'm just reminding you, if you wanted to donate, it's there, but we're not begging today, okay? So if you thought, all our haters, all our seethers and copers out there, keep on seething because the toe ain't begging. Well, guess what? You still are begging, and furthermore, you're missing your goals left and right. I think this is the third goal you've missed now in a week. Let's just watch the end of this and how they get out of this. Void of color and broker than ever, Steel Toe and Johnny. And then we're going to move on. I think we're going to do our last thing, this little Piggy from Friday, where Melton and Moody getting a little cat fight. All right, can we get to it, please, guys? Finish us off here.
What are you going to do, you cunt? What are you going to do, you cunt? So I guess they said that that's physical intimidation or whatever. So now Mickey has to go and everything else. Ugh. Shut up.
And the ratings shall leave with him.
Right. Like, who wants to watch now with no Mickey Rourke?
So right now he's checking his super chats.
Sitting there
Don
calling
Lemon
people.
and his
Realize he ain't got none.
friends. That's about it.
Sitting there calling people the gay F word and whatever. All right. Hey, guess what? We get to leave.
Yep.
We get to go. I'm out. I'm out of here.
Punch out a couple minutes early.
Thank you guys very much. It was a great day. We've been doing awesome. We missed on a Monday again. What are you going to do, as McBuster says? Hey, if you don't like me, you can take this one and you can call it a victory for yourself. You should enjoy it. You should smile. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will talk to you again tonight. Don't worry. I'm sure the evening show will take care of it again.
Yeah, morning show, you broke fags. Evening show's got my back. Look at this fucking call out to the morning show.
Again tonight. Don't worry. I'm sure the evening show will take care of it again. And then you guys can go back to being sad. For those of you who love us, if you'd like to throw us a couple
I would be going back to being sad.
bucks on our way out here, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants.
It's not a beggy day, but we're just going to keep doing the old tagline.
Misses suck. They're no fun, but you know what? Shit happens. All the links are in the chat. We had fun. We hope you did too. Johnny will be back at 1. Bye, everybody.
Jesus Christ. So there it is. Steel Toe. Here, we'll do our own applause here. Steel Toe Morning Show missing the goal. Not only missing the goal, but really struggling to fucking find his true color, man. So there it is. Steel Toe. New studio reveal. Epic, epic, epic stuff. Again, I wouldn't have it any other way, and I didn't even expect it to. I mean, I guess there was a part of me. That thought that Aaron was going to come back with maybe a decent look. Maybe he planned this out and prepped it out, but then, we got to Sunday and then we saw what we saw. All right, let's do our last thing here today. We're going to do this little Piggy from Friday. We have a little Melton versus Moody cat fight. And we're going to have Melton's true feelings on how he felt about Karl missing this little Piggy on what was probably one of Aaron Steel Toe's biggest weeks last week. And that's obviously going to court, pleading down, and all that jazz. So without further ado, let's jump into this. And then we're going to get the fuck up out of here for the day. All right, so let me just share this fucking screen. I mean, I think I'm getting better with StreamYard, but it's still not good enough. It's still not good. I don't like having to go and share a screen and then wait for it to load. It's a whole fucking process. Just bear with me here, though, but I think I am getting better with it. All right, anyway, this is This Little Piggy, the internet's worst show. And again, we were without Bedabbler and Karl for this big episode.
Revenge born to felony. It's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Every show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Melton.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Little Piggy, the roundtable discussion show about the Steel Toe Morning Show and its semen-sucking host.
Now, can it be a roundtable? Patrick already looks annoyed and flustered, but can it? I posed the question, can it be a roundtable discussion with only two people? That would be a straight line discussion, something Aaron knows nothing of. Straight lines.
Aaron Imholtes. What a busy week. Let's get right to it. It is only myself and the Moody man.
Moody joining us. This is going to get good. Rest assured. Let's watch.
Hey, hi, Moody.
We're done with Karl. It's over. He's running a competing show at the same time.
Point Dabble Point today, as if Stuttering John's done anything new in the past.
So now, what appears to be just like Moody's coming right off the gates, out of the gates hot. What appears to be like a goof, a joke, maybe just guys being guys, friends being friends, just doing some good-natured ribbing. We're so done with Karl. He's doing point. They might be joking, but a part of them is serious. Shulie and Karl and everyone else, I mean, pretty much if you are in this universe, know when This Little Piggy goes live now. I mean, it's been a show now for the better part of almost a year. They've been going live at Friday at 4 for all of that time. I mean, it's never changed. It's never been any different. And on this day, again, one of Steel Toe's biggest weeks, Point Dabble Point, led by Shulie and Karl, decided to go live. And not only live on a Friday, but live during This Little Piggy. Like, they couldn't go live at 6. And I think it further highlights Melton and Moody being pissed because they usually just do a 2-hour show. This show was almost 5 hours, or it was 5 hours. 5 hours, 4 minutes. Probably exceeding the length of Point Dabble Point. So again, they might tell you that it was all one big joke. They actually didn't mean it. They're all friends. Ha ha ha. I could guarantee that this pissed them off beyond belief. Let's watch.
Last week, I guess he did get pulled. There was a DUI video. There was like a, not DUI, but police cam video of him getting pulled over, which was pretty interesting.
From October.
To watch a 60-year-old man not know. So I go to registration and I got to get my, how do I, it's like, have you owned a car in your life? So I get it, but you're right. Piece of shit.
It's like this week has been like, decades happen in a week, right? This has been one of those weeks for Steel Toe.
It was.
If ever there was a week to merge and bring Shulie over here and cancel Point Dabble Point,
Shulie would never.
Shulie would never make fun of Steel Toe.
Shulie would.
He would never join forces with you.
Yes. Shulie and I met in Rochester. Everything was fine, but from what I hear, things are tense. I have no idea why. Anyway, lots.
You've been on your program demanding apologies from Shulie for 2 years. Because Shulie lied about you once. Or whatever. I mean, I don't even know what the fucking real story is, to be honest with you. And, Shulie, I don't know. Why you need Shulie's approval is beyond me. And then you got butthurt because he won't take super tips. He won't accept your super tips. That's probably the real reason why.
To get to this week, and I know everybody's main event is the court stuff. But we're going to put that off because, believe it or not, there was a ton of other stuff that went down this week that needs to be discussed. And I know if the minute we get into the court stuff, which is
a big L for us. It's a big L for this
Totally.
little
We're
Piggy.
seething. We've renamed our
that.
group chat the Seethe chat.
Yes.
Um,
So I get it. Big solemn day over here at the Piggy Network. Hit the like button and help us hit the goal to try to make up for what amounts to a massive win for the toe this week. What was your favorite thing that happened this week? Now take the court thing out of it because there was a lot of other stuff. What was your favorite event of the week, Moody?
I liked him shopping around for new women to abuse. That was the new thing.
I missed this. What is this?
Right. So he started to direct a lot of anger towards Pretty Antisocial.
Let's go to the clip.
Right.
Now, this is where they're watching a clip of Aaron. This is the biggest thing. We're going to end with this because this argument, lasts like 15, 20 minutes. So they're discussing a clip about Aaron, obviously. And Moody deciphers the clip in one way. Melton doesn't agree with Moody in how he's deciphering said clip. And this is going to lead these two to go back and forth like a married couple. And at the end, they're going to say, oh, this is just what friends do. We just yell and scream at each other. I don't know about you. I've never yelled at my friend. Maybe when I was a kid. Trying to think, as an adult, I don't think I've actually ever yelled at any friends as an adult. You might be a little pissed off, a little, at a friend or whatever, but you don't find yourself in arguments with friends. I don't know. Maybe just me and my friends do it differently than you guys, but please let me know in the comments or in the chat. Do you argue with your friends?
Yeah, he wrote "Shut up, Aaron" on the board behind him.
Right. Remind him.
His lawyer, because he looks at his own screen to look at himself.
Hiding from us for 2 years. This is unreal.
I'm very excited for us to go back on the radio. I told you guys when I started meeting with these people, I met with Gary in 2009, 2010 for the first time.
Hold on. When he
Here it goes.
when he deleted his hairline, did he leave feather on?
No Photoshop jokes.
Right, I'm sorry.
It hasn't even been 2 years that I've been talking to radio people, and I up one of those 2 years with my antics. So I would say, look, could something happen quickly? I got offered something. I can say this now. I got offered something back last. It would probably be summer of 2023. I got offered. I won't say where because I'm still speaking with them. I got offered an afternoon show somewhere. And I'll tell you this, if I'd have known that my life was going to take the twists and turns that it was going to, I would have gotten divorced then before anything bad happened, and I would have grabbed that afternoon show.
So he's telling us that this is a lot. He's telling us he got offered an afternoon drive radio show in 2022. This is when he was with April. This is famously the summer of abuse, the summer of domestic abuse that April alleged in the court documents.
Right.
And he's saying I should have got divorced then. Or sorry, 2023. So I guess it's not.
An insane thing to say, because when he was getting divorced, he said that both of us were at fault with this. So if you want to go back in time to when your marriage was good to an extent from your own perspective, would you not fix the issues that were coming up ahead and try to solve them rather than enter into a divorce?
This is my mistake. It was 2023, which was 2022 is the summer of domestic abuse. He's saying this is 2023. This is right after I found him and started covering him. But he's kind of letting the cat out of the bag here that he kind of wanted a divorce then. This is 6 months before the polycule developed. This is basically him saying, like, I should have pulled the trigger on that divorce.
All right, let's get to it, fellas. Let's get to it.
That's like a year into their a year and a bit into their marriage, with the kids having her as their forever mommy. Like,
yeah, well, also, like, don't forget, this is the around Memorial Day.
Not the
he
Keena
said,
K
like,
gifting
by
one
Labor
win by
Day,
two radio
by
stub toe
September,
membership.
that he would be back on radio.
That
So I
going
think
to
this is
Art
probably maybe
Schmiko?
around that
Is it?
time if something was going
Art
on.
Schmiko. Never
But
seen him a day in my life.
He gives two reasons here for turning that
Art
down.
Schmiko, you watch this
Number
clip
one, he's
back.
going to say, I'm a morning guy.
You
I
go
do
seek out
mornings."
Keena K
It's
on
like, you're not.
YouTube,
You're not.
and you
You're
drop
an
a
internet
thank you.
Fool.
You sandbagging son
But
of a
second of all,
bitch.
he said they didn't have a place for April.
Thank you, Keena.
They didn't have a place for April, which contrasts
Welcome in, Art.
sharply with what he said later this week after the court hearing that he should have never gave April this job. She had no experience and
All right,
she
the fight
wasn't
is
good at it. He
coming
should have
up.
left her painting valves at the factory. Well, which is it? You turned down a job because there was no spot for your star co-host April, or she sucked and she should have never been doing this.
But at the time, April was a sometimes food, right? Like she's not.
Right.
She wasn't on the show every single day like she was towards the end of the tenure after Corey left, after
Right.
Oz left, after Matt left.
She was on 2 days a week in the morning and nights. I think she did.
Right. So she doesn't need a place there. He
Kept it a secret for 2 years. This is what's unbelievable. That he hasn't let this slip for 2 years.
we're fast
Aaron
forwarding here. I
Imholtes.
mean, I
Okay.
can't let
No.
you guys just
I mean,
rubbing this 2
he would
years, April.
choose
Now, okay.
how
Morning, and
Get to
then
the
it
fucking
became,
fight.
all right, well, here's the plan. Boom, 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 boom. Then all the bad shit happened.
He's literally Elaine on Seinfeld, yada, yada, yada. Like, but so then we talked and
all right.
Business is fucking rough right now. So now I'm getting my shit straightened out. We're going to be meeting again. But man, taking that afternoon show, that could have been interesting.
He prides himself as being a man who loves war strategy, as someone who's good at business. One of the things is timing with that. Sometimes an opportunity
Does Steel Toe pride himself as a
even if
man
it's not
who's
perfect,
in
sometimes
love
you've
with
gotta
war strategy, Moody?
jump on it and take.
hey, your boys. This is an insane little mind experiment. I wonder if the job they offered me 2 years ago that didn't happen is still available. I wonder if they've just been playing commercials for 4 hours in that slot and they can't find a guy. I wonder if that job's still available.
Because you can always go back. You know, I was talking.
You can always, that's what they say. You can always go back.
I could have been doing the afternoon thing, but
So they offered you a job in summer 2023 and you might have been doing afternoons by now?
No, he may have
They have
been
a
doing mornings.
Here we go.
by
No,
by
that's
now.
not what he said at all. That's not what he said at all. I could have been doing afternoons by now, he said. He's acting like there's a 2-year onboarding process. Listen.
Mornings. That might have been done. That might have been done. That would have been done by
you
now.
went
Hold
right
on.
to the
Been
end of
doing
when he
the-
said-
No, you're talking over it again.
Whoa,
You skip-
Moody, know your fucking role. Wow, again, Patrick, it just goes to the notion that Patrick abuses this man. And then it also goes to the notion that Moody has to always act like the smartest motherfucker in the room. And this is where it comes back to bite you. I mean, something as so minuscule as what Aaron said about something that happened in 2023. I mean, really, it caused you guys to go off on this whole fucking, tirade. It was all meaningless. I mean, it was about over like 2 words. I mean, just watch.
That would have been done by
you
now.
went
Hold
right
on.
to the
Been
end of when
doing
he
the-
said.
No, you're talking over it again.
Yeah, shut up, Moody.
You skipped the part he was.
I didn't.
And again, and Melton has a lot of that too. Melton always has to, be the guy who's right. I don't know about you. I despise a person who always has to be right. And we're dealing with 2 of these people, and Aaron as well, but people on the screen that are actually we're covering is, Melton and Moody. Yeah, we're dealing with 2 of these people. They always have to be right, both of them. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, how difficult, of a relationship this must be when both of you always have to be right.
That might have been done. That would have been done by now. I could have been doing the afternoon thing. But
See?
No, you need to go back like 5 seconds before where you went.
Okay.
Before
Here we go. Listen.
you can work it into something else. And I was like, I want to hold out for mornings. That might have been done. That might have been done. That would have been done by now. I could have been doing the afternoon thing.
He's saying I could be doing the afternoon thing.
I could have been doing the afternoon thing and working my way up to mornings, and that would have been done by now. Like I would have been on the mornings by now
He's
had
not
I worked
saying
my
that,
way up
though.
from afternoon.
That's what I would infer from it too, but it's not what he's saying.
It's what are you talking
not
about? Like
saying
what
that.
I would.
He's saying it could have been done. I could have been doing afternoons by now. He literally is saying that.
He's like, I could have done the afternoon thing until I got to mornings. By now.
You're adding the until part. He's saying I could have been doing afternoons now. Listen to him. I mean, what are you not hearing?
Now, again, Melton is very cranky because Karl's not here. Karl's off doing point, double point, and Moody is now the recipient of what we like to call verbal abuse. Let's watch it.
Doing afternoons now. Listen to him. I mean, what are you not hearing? Listen to what he's actually saying and don't add
Go back another 10 seconds from that. Go to 140.
Oh, holy shit.
Go to 140.
You're insane.
I'm right on this one.
From these.
Because you can always know. I know what you're saying. And that's what
I watch Steel Toe every day. I know what he's saying. I know what you're saying, but who are you going to listen to, Moody?
Sense. He's not.
I'm the guy who watches Steel Toe.
Saying that.
Yeah, but you gotta speak toe. You need to like.
Okay, so you're admitting.
Wow, yeah, Melton, speak toe, you fucking idiot.
I'm right.
I'm saying that
what you're saying. You're adding this
and see, Melton does this. It's a defense tactic of somebody who, I mean, just yells, and then they'll ask you, "Oh, so you're admitting I'm right, basically?" And like, they're trying to just gas you up and to just be like, "All right, yeah, whatever." Because most people would just be like, "Whatever, dude." It's so irrelevant. Who gives a fuck? It's something Steel Toe. I mean, I think I happen to take the side of Moody here because Aaron was basically saying along the lines like, yeah, if I started back in 2023 with this radio job on afternoons, I would have been on mornings by now in 2025. So I don't know what the disconnect is here. I don't know if Melton is hungry, if he's hangry, annoyed, all three. Pissed off at Moody for, whatever reason. He didn't call him last night. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The super tips are sticking to the screen. Probably is another reason why he's pissed and he's just taking his anger out on him. It's going to get worse. Check this out.
Oh, I worked my way to morning.
What he's saying is ambiguous. Look, if you're taking everything he's saying as literal, yes, some things he says are ambiguous, and so you're going to misunderstand.
I'm taking what he says, like human language, normal rules. What are you talking about? You're adding the whole thing.
Human language is not absolute. Like there's always ambiguity in it, and you need to understand.
Okay,
context.
I'm not going to pick straws. I'm talking about what he's talking about.
I was talking to E-Rock at the time, and E-Rock said, why don't you take what you can get and you can work it into something else?
Okay, you're taking that part and adding it later, which makes sense, but that's not what he's saying. I'm talking about what he's saying.
That's what he just said.
And I was like, I want to hold out for mornings.
He wants to hold out for mornings.
That might have been done. That would have been done by now. I could have been doing the afternoon thing, but I don't know.
He's not. I know what you're saying, and I know what makes sense. That's not what he's saying. I think maybe you're saying he's trying to say that, but I'm talking about what he's saying.
So you're saying that he's implying that there's a 2-year onboarding process to get onto the afternoon show?
It's an insane thing to say.
That is an insane thing to say. Which is why I don't believe that that's what he was trying to say. He was trying to say,
I'm not talking about what he's trying to say. I'm talking about what he's saying.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why you can't argue with what I'm arguing. He's saying something else.
Know your place, Moody.
The words coming out of his mouth are saying something else than you're saying.
Sure, but some people do that. Like that's a normal part of human interaction. When have you talked to people last?
But you're arguing about what he's literally saying. I'm right. He's saying I could have been done. I could have been doing afternoons. That is what he is saying. Is it not?
Yes. But he's saying
I win.
that
we're done.
I win.
I know what you think he meant.
I win. You lose. You suck. Eat dirt. Go back to fucking New Zealand, you fucking kiwi eating bitch. Wow. It's picking up. It's just beginning to get good. I mean, we're going to see some lash outs. We're going to see a lot of frustration. Melton's making himself feel here in this situation.
Is it not?
Yes. But he's saying
I win.
that
done. We're done. I know what you think he meant. I know it. I get it.
When he's saying
Moody, jazz hands are out in full effect. I mean, this is unreal. Like that this is happening. Like, again, none of this even matters in the grand scheme of things. And the fact that you're getting this worked up over something he may or may not have said. Yikes, guys.
I'm just talking about what the words he's saying are. Are we in agreement?
Sure.
He's saying what I'm saying. Fuck. Like, fuck. Are the words he's saying what I'm saying?
They could be interpreted in that way, but it would be crazy.
I'm not talking about adding shit. Holy shit. He said I could have been doing afternoons. That's what he said. Is it not?
I could be doing the. He said, no. He could be. I could be doing the afternoon
What's
thing.
going on? What the fuck is happening?
The afternoon thing in this context is working himself up from
Why are we
afternoons to
doing
mornings,
this
like
retard
D-Rock said.
racetrack shit? He said I could have been doing afternoons. That's what he fucking said. Is it not?
He said the afternoon thing,
Right.
not afternoons.
Okay. So now you're
So
gonna do the Kevin Brennan
I
thing. Where you
thought,
cover it up.
were
with
we
a
being
joke?
literal? Were we being literal, or were we not being literal? What do you want
This
to
is
do?
how Moody gets out of a joke when he's losing.
And then
I'm not losing.
And then everything else.
I'm not
happens.
losing. He says Moody has now officially dug his toes and heels into the sand. I'm not losing. Look at him. Look at the smug fucking grin Moody's got here. I like Moody a little better than Melton, but I like neither of them as well. Two things can be true at once.
Gets out of a joke when he's losing.
And then
I'm not losing.
And then everything else happens.
Yeah, you're
I gotta be right. I have to be right. Again, who gives a fuck? Move on. Move on. I mean, that's what I would do.
Oh boy.
I don't think so.
Red Fox Mad says,
Yeah, you don't think he said the words he said either. You're incorrect all around.
You said the wrong words. He didn't say
idiot.
afternoon.
I turned it
He said
down.
the afternoon
I got
thing.
off
Fight. Just fight him.
and I turned
Just
it
fight
down.
him. Just go into an arena, bring barbed wire, bats, and hand grenades, and blowtorches, and just fight to the death. Fight to the death. And whoever has, the best, durability, mobility, and best barbed wire swings with baseball bats will be the victor. And venture to guess Moody would come out victorious.
This is an insane
And
thing you're doing.
It's been over a year, so I think I can say that now, and I'm not hurting anything. Be funny if I did, but
This is hilarious because Aaron never cared what he said. You could quote him all day and he would scream about what he meant and demand you ignore his words.
Another slurp for the toe.
Yeah, I'm on board with how humans talk and what he probably intended to say.
Right.
But it's insane to argue about what words he said, what the sentiment he said is. The sentiment he said is, I could have been doing afternoons. That's what he said.
That you're mixing
That's what
sentiments
he
with
literally
literal
said.
word. He said the afternoon thing.
I'm just saying what he said, man. There's no need for argument. I'm just saying what he said.
He said afternoon thing, not afternoons.
Okay, don't split syntax. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about he didn't say mornings.
No, but Moody is right. He did say afternoon thing. It didn't just stop at afternoons. Again, Patrick being disingenuous, as per usual.
He didn't say I could have worked my way to mornings. You're adding that. You're adding
Through
in a whole
context,
nother
yes.
right, but he didn't say that. Like, I don't like, you're being crazy.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Moody, you're adding
really
an
don't think so.
entirely different thought from a previous statement into. I'm just saying.
That's what context. That's literally what context means.
Right, but he didn't say that. He said
He contextualized
He said E-Rock said, "I could have worked my way to mornings.
Yes.
Maybe I can go back. I could have been done. I could have been doing afternoons. That's what he said.
No, I could have been doing the
If
afternoon
you add
thing.
okay, I'm not going to.
Guys, can we just laugh at Aaron, please? I mean, what is the big fucking deal?
Return to
You're being
afternoon.
stupid.
You're being stupid, he says.
And
you're going to take that sitting down, Moody? You're going to let some fat bastard call you stupid? You programmed this whole fucking thing. Without Moody, there would be, NLO would be half of the show it is today. You're going to let him call you stupid? Pretty much call you dumb? I mean, again, if I were Moody, and I said this a long time ago, Moody is used and abused, and his skill set isn't valued the way it really should be. Melton really takes Moody for granted, in my opinion. Now, again, they're gonna laugh about it later and tell you that, oh, this is just what friends do. I've never gotten to a ticky-tack thing with something as minuscule as what Aaron said about something that happened maybe 2 years ago. I mean, imagine how ridiculous. You let bygones be bygones, you move on for the sake of the fucking show. But both of these fucking, they have to be the smartest people in the room. They both dig their heels in the sand, and they both got to prove their case. And again, I happen to side with Moody on this one, just because it makes sense. He's insinuating something else. Aaron is, that is.
I'm so stupid.
You're arguing about, okay, he said I could have been doing the afternoon thing. He didn't say morning. I said I could have been doing the afternoon thing.
Yeah, true. the afternoon
He didn't
thing,
mention mornings.
as I stand in this context,
He didn't mention mornings. Am I correct or not? He didn't mention mornings. Correct or not? Moody, I need you to know. This is for my sanity. He did not say I could have worked my way to mornings. He said I could have been doing the afternoon thing. Are we done?
Yes. Yes,
Thank
he
you.
said that.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
arguing what he meant. I'm not arguing about what he meant or meant
All
to
right.
say or implied.
Okay.
Did he say mornings? No, he didn't.
He did.
Fact.
Check the tape.
Like what are we doing? He didn't say that. You're adding it.
This is no, it's contextualized.
What
It's
did
something
he
you do.
say? What did he say?
He said I could be doing the afternoon thing right now.
Thank you.
Right.
If you think about it, I could have done a morning show. I could have done an afternoon show, and then no evening shows.
Wow.
And
So he's still not saying I could do mornings. He said I could have done a morning show here and then an afternoon show on the air and then no evening show. He's still not talking about doing mornings on the air.
It's not mutually exclusive.
He's
in the
still
lead up to
not talking about it. You got to
In the
stop.
lead up-
Moody, I'm not trying to do a thing. You got to
All right.
stop.
All right.
You're being
But,
nuts. You're being
the
nuts.
plan was hold out.
You're being nuts.
I
You're
know
being
you think
crazy.
like I'm trying to get a thing going for the.
Agree with me. You're your Lord and Savior. Your onion dictator. Agree with me, or I will fucking continue to berate you and call you crazy, a loose cannon, somebody who doesn't, accept reality as I see it. Moody interpreted it one way, and like I said, I do happen to agree with Moody on this. And now Melton's getting so pissy. Karl's not on the show. I mean, what a bad look. What a bad look for all.
You're being
The
nuts.
plan was hold out.
I know you think like I'm trying to get a thing going for the.
I'm not.
audience to go
I'm
nuts.
honestly not.
He's talking about I could be doing afternoon shows on the air. That's what he's still talking about. So he didn't mean to say mornings actually, because he's still going on.
It's
about,
two
I could have
different
done
time-
my morning show on the internet and my afternoon show on the air.
No, it's
That's not
two
what he's
different
saying.
time.
That's not what he's saying.
All right, if you don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, go ahead, but you're incorrect.
Okay.
No, but he's trying to talk, and you keep cutting him off. Like he's trying to answer, and then you
What
just
he's saying.
repeatedly cut him off.
All right, if you don't want to listen to it.
And anytime he does say something, you call him stupid, crazy, and he might be a lot of those things. But
Yeah, go ahead, but you're
Points there
incorrect.
Okay, what I'm saying with this now, he's saying I could have fit in doing afternoon slots on the radio and between my morning and evening show. I could use that afternoon slot in order for me to work my way up to doing the morning show on the radio during that time.
not saying
so
that
it's
at all.
not mutually exclusive.
I'm not saying that at all. He said I probably should have taken the afternoon gig, and that way I'd just have a morning show and an afternoon gig, and then I wouldn't have to do evening shows. He didn't say in between my morning.
by the way, imagine doing all this in a hat that says the
evening
words
show.
"feel."
He said I wouldn't have to do an evening show. You're not listening.
All right,
You're
okay,
missing
all right.
shit.
Can we move on? This is so.
I mean, we
intoxicating.
can, but like you're like digging your heels into a thing he's not saying.
All
He's
right.
literally gone on and said I could have done my morning show on the internet.
Moody's literally just look at Moody. He's literally like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Can we just move on? He even said it's so inconsequential. Who gives a fuck? And Melton has to be right.
Digging your heels into a thing he's not saying.
All
He's
right.
literally
How
gone on
embarrassing. Bro, you're 45 years old arguing about whether a guy said something or didn't say something about a radio gig he may or may not have had back 2 years ago. I mean, imagine being this fucking like stuck up and this entitled where you have to be right. See, this is what happens when you surround yourself in an echo chamber and then you have anybody who disagrees with you, you start lashing out on them. And this is supposed to be this guy's best friend.
and said
Yeah,
I could have
right.
done my morning show on the internet, my afternoon gig on the radio, and no evening show. And then you somehow heard, no, he meant work up to morning. Like you're nuts.
All right.
He's fantasizing about a
Moody's
life
not
where
even
he has an internet morning show and an afternoon radio show and
arguing
no
back
evening
now.
show.
And Melton's
That's
still
what he just
going.
did.
Okay.
Berate,
Did he not?
berate.
It was a while since I listened to it. We'll go to play it
Right,
again.
okay. I mean, this
It's
is
a-
an
It's a while since I listened to it. Yes! It's been too long since and mind you, it's been like 4 minutes. Moody's like, I just want to move on. There's so much to get to. Why are we
That's what he
talking
just
about
did.
this?
Okay.
Can we just go back and talk about artistas?
Did he
please?
not?
It was a while since I listened to it. We'll go to play it again.
Okay. I mean,
It's a while. I'd say.
this is fucking insane.
That I wanted, and that certain
This is fucking insane.
spot
Fucking
is still out there.
Melton's stewing.
But that's the one I wanted to hold out for. Justin Kemple says, "You blew it." Justin, that was a big part of it. April was with me at the time, and there was no spot for her with this whole thing, and I was paying April a shitload of money, and it just would have been like she wouldn't.
All right, let's go to the chat because they're all fucking chiming in on whose side they're on this fucking argument.
This is what happens when Karl's not here.
It's but like you're just wrong. Like what I'm saying is the words he's.
You're just wrong. He was going to.
You're adding in all this stuff from the thing E-Rock said behind, but he goes on. He goes on. Yes, but that's not the context. That's the context of what E-Rock said. He then fantasized about a life.
The context. So, but is that not still the context? I mean, he's like, yeah, that is the context E-Rock said, but that's not the actual context.
Said behind.
I mean, imagine splitting hairs.
But he goes on. He goes on. Yes, but that's not the context. That's the context of what E-Rock said. He then fantasized about a life where he's like, I could have done my morning show on the internet, and then I could do my afternoon show on the radio, and I wouldn't have to do an evening show.
I didn't hear
that's
that
what
part.
he fully expound. Right. Of course you didn't hear.
Okay.
But that's a life.
Wow. Hear that, Moody? Of course you didn't hear. You're incapable of listening.
I didn't hear
That's
that
what
part.
he fully expound. Right. Of course you didn't hear.
Okay.
But that's a life he imagined.
Are you serious? My question is to Moody, are you seriously gonna let this fat bitch talk to you like this? Rise up, Moody. Now is your opportunity. Rise up. Take back what's yours. Start doing this little piggy the way you want to do it, Moody. Do it on Fridays at 4. Just to piss Melton off. You don't need Melton. You are the brains behind NLO and this little piggy. Branch off, man.
That's what he
do it
fully
yourself.
expound. Right. Of course you didn't hear.
Okay.
But that's a life he imagined.
Right.
So, I mean, there's just...
See, again, Melton, there's one thing to argue, but then there's another thing to argue and then, like, put your friend down while you're arguing, calling him crazy, calling him pretty much like he's not listening, calling him insane. Like, it's like, come on, dude. The pot shots we could make do without.
Okay.
But that's a life he imagined.
And even still, Moody is still just like,
there's
let's just
no
move on.
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not even
I'm
fighting
talking about
this
the world he just posited was I could do my morning show on the internet, and then I have my afternoon show on the air, and I don't have to do an evening show. That's what he said out loud. Now, of course, in the back of his head, he wants to do mornings. I would imagine he always would be working towards doing mornings. He didn't say that at all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All I'm saying is those words didn't come out of his mouth.
All right. I agree with that.
Put your jazz hands down.
I think I understand how a normal person talks and what he probably intends.
Right.
Jeez, I just like when a guy says blue, I'm arguing that he said blue, and you're like, he probably meant purple.
Right.
Cool
like
accent, Mel.
I'm saying, like, if there's a purple thing and a yellow thing next to each other, and he says, like, I like the blue one.
Why'd you pick
that would
colors?
Sure, but like if there's purple and yellow next to each other, and someone says, "I like the blue one," you can infer from that they probably
like the yellow
mean
one, or they'd take the blue one, but they'd save up money to
All
get
right.
the yellow.
Okay,
one.
let's just can we move on, please?
By the way, we do this in person all the time.
Right.
Yeah, sure. By the way, just so people don't think that we're actually, that serious. We do this in person. So you guys fight like married men in person? Seems pretty gay, man. Seems pretty gay. Kind of backing my theory that you're both are closeted homosexuals. And when Moody flies into Vegas, you guys suck each other's cocks. Before doing Nobody Likes Onions. Hey, Moody, come up in the garage. I need you to get something. Funny thing about that something is it's in my fucking pants. I need you to use your mouth. Yeah, I mean, this is how married people... No, actually, married people don't even fight like this.
Can we move on, please?
By the way, we do this in person all the time.
No,
This
you
is how we
don't.
pass the time when we're
No, you
riding
don't.
in a car together. We just argue about nothing.
You usually yell more.
That seems a bit
Yes,
unhinged. So you guys, when you guys are going to like a local 7-Eleven, you just argue with each other to pass time. I mean, that seems
Fucking
pretty nuts.
infuriating.
The difference is I don't have an audience that completely agrees with me in this.
Right. Thank you, Moody. Melton, that's exactly what Melton has done. Surrounded himself with an audience that just agrees with him no matter what, so he could do no wrong and say no wrong. And this is why we find ourselves in the situation in the first place, splitting hairs over something so inconsequential that at the end of the day, you could agree to disagree. I think he said this. No, I think he said this. Here's why. If you don't like it, well, okay, we'll move on. I mean, imagine spending 20 minutes discussing this nonsense.
The difference is I don't have an audience that completely agrees with me in this, so I need to fight hard against
Let's
the
go to the
gaslighting.
comments. Raise balls. Thank you for becoming a member.
All right, there you have it, guys. The audience actually agrees with Moody as well, and so do I. Not that I'm Team Moody, but I agree with him here, and I think there should be some real justice for Moody. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I just think both of these motherfuckers need to stop acting like they're the smartest guy in the room, because you're not. We're all covering steel toe at the end of the day. So, I mean, really, what are we talking about here? But this little piggy, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is going to do it for us. Thank you. It's been a blast. Hopefully the audio is coming in good. Again, trying to dial up things, punch some things up around here. So hopefully it's coming in good. I'll be watching Steel Toe tonight. I think he comes on in about 25 or 35 minutes. I'm very pumped to see if anything at all changed from this morning in the new studio. I can't wait. We'll take a couple chats. Melton's making them feel, says Pointing Pachyderm. Control freak, super creepy, predator, behavior. And that comes in with $4.99. Says, Mapton, looks like his breath smells like a corpse flower blooming on his tongue. God damn. Danny Melton needs to get the wiping stick win by 2. Yeah, well, again, he's self-admitted to never, to not brush his teeth at all. Go back and watch the coverage we have on Melton. He's admitted this, and his breath is probably rancid. Again, fat people's breath typically don't smell all too well. It's just a good general rule of thumb. If you're ever around the fat, you never want to be like kind of close to their mouth. I mean, the Lord knows what you're going to be smelling coming from that gullet. Thank you, Poignette. Thank you, Keena. And thank you to everyone else who contributed on today's program. Round of applause for yourselves. You could have been anywhere else in the world here today, but instead you chose to spend your Monday here with Win by 2. Kudos to Win by 2 as well. We'll be back probably a few times this week, maybe once. Definitely once, maybe twice. I'll just leave it there. Next show, hopefully we'll have on a guest. I'll kind of leave it there. And we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the week. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of the week. Like I said, I'm going to be watching Aaron coming up here soon. I mean, maybe that studio's changed. Maybe he got that sign up, or maybe he actually chopped off his fucking head. Who the fuck knows? Sky's Neighborhood says, Melton's making himself feel. Happy Day says, suckers. I mean, they're really having just a foolish argument there on screen. And again, it goes to show you nothing's ever that serious in life to just sit there and bicker with somebody for 20 minutes about something. Now, if it's something serious, I'm not saying, you can't have disagreements and arguments. But if it's something as minuscule as that, I mean, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing? Stay safe the rest of the day here. Again, we'll be back sometime this week. So just check for a thumbnail. And until next time, it's been a blast. Tom Chillstrom, he takes us out as always. Let's give a quick minute of silence for Tom. Tom, take it away. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Give it up for Tom Chillstrom. Check for the thumbnail, and we'll be back. Have a great Monday. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I would do. Kind of coast on by until the next show. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Don't stream and drive. And most importantly, stay black, my friends. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. It's been a fucking blast. Until we meet again, keep your eyes on these idiots. We'll see you. Thank you so much. Bye.